Read, yes.
We have a campaign going on that I play in on Sunday nights that is it's just wrapping up, and it changed the deck of many things changed the whole direction of the campaign. My character took 3 cards. The first one I got like a 4th level fighter or something like that to serve me.
Yeah.
And the second one was my alignment changed to the opposite. So I was neutral good and I switched to neutral evil. And then the third one was all my magic items disappeared. Oh. And I'm we're like 9th or 10th level. A mystic thurge. So all of my arcane spells, instead of having familiar, I had a bonded item, which disappeared. So I couldn't cast spells without having to make a check. And there was only one item that was available that I could use for a bonded item that didn't belong to my teammates. And it was, do you remember the sword Black Razor from the... Yeah, that's what it was. So I had to bond with an evil magic item. Needless to say, the servant didn't last long. They had to feed the sword, and we finally escaped. We were in the first world and got out. But yeah, it was a deck of many things.
Yeah, it's funny. In my Sunday campaign, I had a alignment shift and now run an anti-paladin, so it sounds very similar.
That's cool. Anybody else have the deck of many things jump up on in their campaigns?
Nope.
Never.
Oh, you gotta do the deck sometime in your life.
It goes badly.
Yeah. Almost invariably it goes badly. This is the fun of it.
You got a 50-50 chance, so if you draw 3 cards, something's going wrong.
Yeah, exactly. The way we played it, though, there was just it was almost like a carnival funhouse sort of atmosphere, and there was just cards laying around. So if you picked them up and looked at them, that was your draw. It was pretty cool the way the DM did it. But
I bought the deck of many things from TSR, or not TSR, Wizards of the Coast recently. The deluxe set. It looks pretty nice.
There's a deck of many things in the Curse of the Crimson Throne campaign. One of the magic items turns into that at the end, but we didn't.
You're gonna have to put that into this game.
Yeah, we didn't introduce that, so we got enough variation as it is. All right, so let's see here. We finished up. I believe you guys were. Seeing to the young girl, Brianna Soldado, and you cured her disease. It's getting late at night. It's been a long day. Cruised into town, hunted down a killer. Didn't quite catch him, but recovered the body of a Shawanti shaman's grandson for him. Witnessed him conduct a legend lore. Gave you some pretty vague, cryptic information about the spirits that were surrounding him and his grandson and you guys. And then you went and assisted one of Varric Van Kaskerkin's strike team members, niece, who had come down with a mysterious disease. So the mysterious disease, though, had some marked familiarity. And I'm assuming you're going to go home and get some rest. It's probably been a long day. The hotel, I think, is the inn. So unless we have anything else that you want to do around 11 o'clock at night, we could probably jump to the next day.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep. Okay.
But
Well, rest up.
All right. So one little bit of information that I didn't give you was after the girl. I'm gonna do an overnight rest. Ratatouille's still pretty banged up from tanking that were-rat swordsman. So he could probably use a little healing and stuff like that before we go to bed. But the other thing that I wanted to go over was that after Brianna Soldado was healed, she doesn't get back all of her ability score loss right away, but she's comes out of her fevered hallucinations and stuff like that long enough to not only embrace her parent or embrace her mother and her mother thanks you and stuff like that, but there's a little interlude where she asks her mother if she got sick because Desna is punishing her. And then the mother asks her, why would Desna punish you? And she goes into a story about how about 5 or 6 days ago, she found a pouch of silver. And instead of sharing it with the family, she went and bought some things for herself. This is a young girl that's like 11, 12 years old, and in order to help support the family, she does back-breaking work as a washerwoman. And you can kind of understand how someone like that could feel guilty about, finding a pouch of silver coins and spending like the equivalent of 4 or 5 gold pieces worth of silver coins. Is nothing to you guys. It's an absolute pittance, but to this little girl, it was almost like winning the lottery, and she thought that it was Desna punishing her for being greedy and not sharing the silver with her family. So she's pretty upset, and the mother tries to comfort her and. I don't know if you guys want to do anything with that or.
Where did she find the coin?
She found it in the streets, one of the back alleys. She can tell you some street names. Her family lives in Old Korvosa on the bridge front. So if you look at the map here, yeah. The bridge front runs all the way along the river. Old Korvosa is the island to the north. In the shingles, which is the area that they live in, it's basically one shanty built on top of another shanty built on top of another. I think I described the way that Growl led you to her place. It was like up a set of stairs and then across a roof and then up a ladder and then across another roof, down another set of stairs around, it's almost like a maze in 3D in this little area. And she found the silver not far from home in one of the little alleyways on her way home from work. And she spent it on treats for herself, and she bought herself like a nice scarf.
If you don't believe it was a goddess that did it, then it means that the purse itself was infected, either the coins or the purse. So then the question is, what was a purse with that much money in it doing in a really poor area of town? If it wasn't intentional, so maybe it was intentionally dropped.
It's possible.
Maybe it was a gift from Desna. Or
a nasty gift.
And if you survive, you get to keep the proceeds.
I wonder if that's if the people that are trying to concoct this disease or whatever it is are in that area. If they didn't drop it intentionally, they might have dropped it accidentally, but it's clearly more money than the normal people in this area have.
Absolutely.
Does she still have the pouch itself?
No. No. She spent it and she threw it away. She didn't want to get caught.
Right, okay.
Do you detect magic?
Yeah, feel free.
Okay.
There's definitely no magic in this room.
Can she tell us?
I meant detect on her to see if she was got some sort of curse or something.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, you don't sense anything.
And can she show us where she threw the purse away, or was it some like
She's
is it water?
she's pretty sick still. Like,
Okay, can tell us then.
yeah, she could describe it. And Grouse says he knows where that is. Grouse Eldado's the swordsman guard member of Varric Van Kaskerkin's strike force. That's
Okay, because if we can find it, maybe we can find out from that if it's diseased. So there's three scenarios that I can think of. It was accidentally dropped by one of the people that is actually trying to concoct this disease. It was intentionally dropped, in which case, and if it's the latter case, then the third scenario is, are they dropping it in other places? Are they trying to spread the disease this way?
all
And that would really
possibilities.
play merry hell if they were doing it in a poor area of town because it was spread like wildfire.
You hear from Grau that several people have died from this already. Several people in the neighborhood.
All right. Well, if he knows the area where she threw the thing away, maybe we can go and
Yeah.
pick it up cautiously and see if we can bring it and have somebody test it at one of the temples.
Okay, so you go down to the area, and there's tons of like, garbage and stuff like that. It'd be impossible to tell.
Nothing that looks like a pouch that we can find, though.
Oh,
You find several. Nothing.
magic on the,
nothing. No magic on anything.
okay.
Some a lot of like sacks, and it's the equivalent of like a rundown area in an inner city. There's a lot of trash strewn around in the lower levels.
So they
So
don't separate their trash into discarded containers and plastic.
no, they're not very recycle friendly. In Korvosa, they haven't got to that yet.
Why disease is rampant.
And you do notice, like as you're walking through and you see people walking along the street, there's people that are coughing, people that look sick, out and about. You can hear the sounds of people through the windows coughing.
All right. And then we need to tell the temple that they need to start looking for ways to cure the disease because this is going to take over if that already that rampant.
Okay, what temple do you? And do you do
Well-
it tonight? Do you do it tomorrow? Do you do it?
Try and get there tonight.
Okay.
Do we know where the temples are?
You do. There is. You've been to the temple of Saranre already. Or at least Lexus has.
Yes.
Which is.
Thought we all went there, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, we did. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we did.
All right. Observe the map as I get ready to go into ping mode.
Yeah,
All
my game
right.
reset.
Yeah, I see that. I'll wait till you get back in.
I'll go for it. I'll catch up.
Okay. So the temple of Saranre is right there.
Oh, down there.
The temple of Pharasma is right here.
Oh, down there.
Yep. The Pantheon of Many is right there. That's like all faiths kind of thing. There's no specific.
Or was that same area? I didn't see a ping.
It is right here.
Yeah.
Wonder if I can increase the size of my ping. Nope. See that? There we go. Just on the other side of the wall to the left.
We can't ping back.
If you,
Okay.
if you, the top of your map, you should have ping mode. You should be able to. So there's the zoom to fit, view
I
mode.
see. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ping mode. Okay. So it's in here somewhere. Oops.
Oh no, down at the bottom of the map.
My ping isn't anywhere near as big as your ping.
Your ping is massive. Down here is
It's only showing
my ping was tiny.
down here.
A little farther down.
That little button.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you got it. All right. And there's also the Temple of Asmodeus. Where is that?
Probably don't need to include them.
There it is here. The temple along the shore up north of the castle. Between the academy and the castle. It's got a star. And then also, yeah, that's the one. And finally, the first bank, which is the Temple of starts with an A. He's the god of banking. Abadar. The Bank of Abadar. Is that in the northern of the big island on the right-hand side.
Yep.
Okay. So those are the main temples.
All right.
You don't have any connection with any of these other places. It is
Is there a temple to Aurori anywhere?
not that you know of.
Okay. Well, then I suggest we hit only the good temples.
Okay, so keep in mind that it's pushing midnight by the time you go and search through a couple alleyways looking for specific discarded coin containers.
But the disease isn't going to wait.
Nope, exactly. So the closest one to you would be the Temple of Abadar, the Bank of Abadar. And you get up there and you find that it's closed. They have banker's hours.
They're probably not as worried anyway because poor people don't have any money.
But you see people outside waiting. Like almost like standing outside overnight waiting.
Okay.
And they look like they
Are they copying and hacking?
yeah, a little bit, yeah. There's probably a half a dozen of them with their that appear sick, and maybe 10 or 12 more that are accompanying them that aren't close with those people, but they don't appear sick yet.
Oh, dear.
So there's a queue forming.
I'll stay away from those people.
Oh, don't
We
you worry.
diagnosed The sickness, is it the same?
Yeah, it's the same. It's not the advanced state that Brianna had. Like she was probably a day or two away from death.
Okay.
In the final stages of this disease, the pox burst their blood, and like the person basically drowns in their own fluids.
So at least I'll warn the people in line to have people cover their mouths or cough because I think there's a disease going around. And then we'll head off to the next temple.
Okay, they
Which temple are we at where this queue has formed?
the Bank of Abadar.
Banking one.
Okay.
Do you have the resources to attempt to cure some people?
Oh, that's what I'm thinking, but if there's nobody that's at death's door, then the temple can handle it.
And these people look fairly well off too. They're not
Yeah.
not poor
So-
people.
Yeah, it's kind of the judgment I want to make is there somebody in this line that looks like they're going to keel over, or is
I would.
wait to
Oh,
get the treat?
okay, yeah, I could say one person was like a rather not destitute or anything like that, but they look like they might not have enough money, and the young boy is fairly sick, and the mother looks like she might be coming down with a bit of a fever herself.
Okay, then I'll do the lay on hands on the young boy
Okay,
and see if I can help him. Sorry with all the background noise.
not a problem, Ray.
Yeah. So I think we would just do a lay on hands roll, right?
Yeah, I think you have to roll a d20 plus 7. See if you beat
Okay.
the
Yeah.
save
well,
DC.
regardless, it's getting that much hit points if hit points are of concern.
Okay.
And then a d20 plus 7 because I'm level 7. I don't have any other bonus to that, so there you go. I don't know if that was a legitimate roll or not. On my end, it just looked like I've dropped the dice down.
Yeah, it didn't go in the.
Okay. Let me.
Drop it again.
Yeah.
But I rolled a
Well,
20.
No, it was a 7, but it didn't look like it registered. So
Oh,
I'll
okay.
try it again. There we go. It's a real roll.
Okay, there we go.
23. I'll take it.
Be yours.
Nice. All right. Are you going to help the mother too?
We
Sorry,
could
I'm
be here
getting
all
into
day.
data too much right now. Just give me a moment.
Sure thing. Yeah, exactly.
Just round them all up.
Food to be delivered.
put 'em in
There's
a
animals
camp.
pooping in my lap. Sorry, guys. It was just bad timing on what's going on here on my end of the computer.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
All right. Yeah, so I got more resources. And so what did the mother do when I helped the son?
Yeah, she's like, well, thank you so much. And she, they had around 80 gold pieces saved up that you know for a fact is not enough to cast Cure Disease if they're going by standard prices at the Bank of Abadar, which you suspect they will be.
They will.
A nominal religion check would tell you.
Yeah. The
They're
problem is I can't do this for everyone in line.
no,
As soon as the people in the line see this, they're going to be like, what's going on? You know?
yeah, exactly.
Um,
But she does. She presses a pouch into your hands and says, "Thank you, thank you."
I said, keep it for yourself because, I can't do this for everybody here, but your son should be healthy. And it's just her and her son, or is there more in the family unit?
Yeah, the father's there, but he looks like he's okay. He doesn't look like he's running a fever or
I
sweating.
will
Or...
attempt it with her. That way they can get out of line.
Okay.
But I'm not trying to be devious. I'm just trying to be
Yeah, judicious.
there is a difference.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So are we taking their space in line? Is that the thing?
We got to
Heal 'em,
get
them out.
Darsel healed. I remember him failing a check.
Yeah, so I basically put my hand on her and say, it's going to be okay, and keep the money for yourself. Because this stuff costs resources. So she gets that much healing, and I got to check, right?
Yeah,
What's wrong with Darsel?
Darsel. You and Darsel were seeing to the patient, and Darsel failed his fortitude save.
22.
22, yes.
Oh, if Darcel's sick, I definitely need to do
He
this
has.
for him.
He hasn't
I
come.
was gonna.
There's
I
like
can do it for Darsel too.
there's the overnight latency of it.
Well, so we don't know he's
We
sick
don't
yet.
know he's sick yet. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We are at night, so theoretically we're about to rest and recover resources. So.
Exactly. So tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and they were the sickest of the people in line, so everyone else theoretically going to keel over before they get the treatment at the temple.
Yeah, and Oric makes sure that there's nobody coming up to you and
Yeah,
stuff like that. He's like, give them some privacy. This is
yeah.
this is her aunt.
If anyone questions,
This is her aunt.
the temple will be open
Yeah.
soon,
Yeah.
and then these individuals can leave the line because they don't need to here anymore.
The temple clearly has
remember
hours
the
listed
time
at
that-
10 to 4.
Shameless plug. Remember the kindness of Saren Ray.
There you go. You might have a new new to the
Right in front
follower.
of the other temple. That's pretty
Six
good. I like
open
that.
slots for followers should there be a need.
Yeah.
Hint, hint. I mean, I wouldn't say that. That's out of character.
Yeah, well,
Well, it might lower the price of the other the banker if they think you're converting people in front of them because they can't afford it.
Yeah, I'm not trying. It was out of tongue in cheek because followers of Sarenrae respect the other deities, even if they have their preferences.
well, the little boy would want to know what's that flaming sword on your tabard kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know. All right, so next one up is probably, I would say, Sarenrae. You're going to probably bypass the Temple of Asmodeus, I'm assuming.
Which is closer?
Temple of Asmodeus is on the way.
You think the evil god is going to help anybody?
I don't know.
Probably. I think Alexis would have more interest in going straight to the Temple of Sarenrae, but
Okay.
she will follow along with the group with no issues whatsoever. If you ask her, that's what she'd say. But I'm in with what you guys decide.
Okay. You know that the Temple of Pharasma is pretty much insulated. They weren't even really too worried about what might have been going on in their own backyard with the Rolf Lamb in the cemetery. So probably the best bet would be the Temple of Sarenrae. So you get there and it's pushing 1 a.m. by the time you have that interlude at the bank of Abadar and you walk all the way across town. The only good thing is it's near your lodging, so you don't have to go that far out of the way. It's just around the corner from the Dewdrop Inn. So you get to the Temple of Sarenrae and see a couple people leaving, and they look like they might have just been healed. But there's a couple of priests up walking around, and they look worried. And you guys were just here this afternoon, and it didn't seem to be a lot of this going on.
What appears to be the problem?
Nope, just a late night. What brings you to the temple this late?
Trying to track down this disease.
It would appear that there is something going around. Doesn't seem too serious right now, though. A couple.
I think you're going to find people are lining up at the various temples. I think it's really bad. You may not have seen it yet, but I think it's going to be really bad. It seems to be very virulent. One of our companions here had it too, and it goes really quickly to almost death's door.
I see. So he goes and fetches the head priest. I forget who it is. Let's see if there's a name on here in the description. Nope. So he goes and fetches the high priest that you spoke to earlier in the afternoon. He looks almost perturbed that he's been woken up, which is out of keeping. Like almost like he's been disturbed.
Yeah, accurate description of the symptoms of the disease. We know of how people caught it and what Darsel and I and others have done that has helped people.
Okay.
But we are limited, we're only a handful of people. We can't do this for everyone in town, so.
And you
Grandpa had a good idea and the rest of us are supporting of it is to inform, you guys that this is coming.
So you encountered this in Magnamar, did you, or?
Here. in this city.
But somebody said something about somebody had it before.
I don't recall that. Does anybody recall that? I thought it originated here. But if
No, didn't
Hard to
Ramp
know it originated
I don't
here.
remember.
didn't Rampa say that one of your comrades had it before? Really?
Yeah, I didn't say where though.
Exactly. So he's asking if you
Oh, I see.
encountered it in Magnamar or somewhere in your travels, or if you're new in town.
Somewhere here, traveling around, and we've also been to a house of a little girl that contracted it. She picked up a pouch in the street back in the poor area of town, and she was almost dying when we found her. When we saw her, she's been cured now, but she's still in pretty bad shape.
Well, hopefully it doesn't get too bad. We'll do our best, and we'll see what we can do. Thank you for coming by.
Well, you should expect to see a whole whack of people come in the morning.
All right, then. We appreciate your efforts. Thank you so much. And he's kind of like, is there anything else?
I know he doesn't care. He just wants to go back to sleep. All right.
Is there a line forming here too?
No. There was a couple people that came by late at night, and they got healed and sent off.
Okay.
Keep on going then.
So on the way out, so after you kind of like dismiss the high priest kind of dismisses you, and yeah, okay. He kind of says to, who are they? I don't. They're just in town and they're here twice. I'm just what? And then one of the lesser priests is like, I don't know who they are, and yeah, but I just okay. And then there's another priest who's kind of waiting for you to walk by, and then he walks out with you, and he says, I apologize. His head seems to be elsewhere these days. He doesn't seem to be it's been about a month or so since I should let's give him a name. Let's call him.
Well, Lexus would be. Well, looks like things are busy here. It's understandable that he would be on the tired end. He's addressing all the problems that you guys are dealing with.
Call him Prelate Vicascular, and he says, "Well, I don't know. There hasn't been any real problems. I mean, other than the king dying. That's pretty serious. But he seemed off before.
Aren't there riots in the streets?
Yeah, but they don't seem to be like spilling into this area so much. It's like the pretty wealthy part of town, and seems pretty well patrolled and guarded. North on Old Korvosa Island, it's a completely different animal over there. There's groups of gangs roaming the street. It's you can tell that the normal services, like the people who pick up the trash and stuff like that, have kind of stopped. Society's starting to break down in Old Korvosa. South of the castle, it's not too horrible, but there's no excuse. And this I think this guy would be like third or fourth in command. If you guys have I'm not sure about the hierarchy of Sarenrae too much, but probably make him at like a 5th level cleric. And he says he's going to do his best to make sure that enough resources are readied for the inevitable rush. He says that he's in agreement with you guys that he's seen this, and it seems to be pretty virulent, that there's already been 4 priests come down with it as well. Whereas Prelate Vicascular doesn't seem to be too concerned about it.
I'll do what you can because I think you're correct. It's going to be really bad.
Well, your efforts are appreciated, brother and sister.
And if you have any other local shrines or whatever that you can contact, you might want to do that too. We're going to see if we can contact some of the other temples as well.
So make sure that we'll send a runner over to the Citadel and over to the Temple of Pharasma, and we'll let the Asmodeans know as well.
That just about covers everybody.
Are we going to rest for the night now? Or
I would assume so. You're pushing
Okay.
1:30 in the morning.
Between where
I'm
we're-
hurt.
Yeah, yeah. Ratatouille's banged up.
Yeah, well,
Okay, right on.
I can help with that, or Darsal. That's really.
Oh.
She would yield to Darsal first because he's the expert in this.
Okay.
I can help too.
So it's been a couple hours now. Darcy, you got a bit of a sore throat.
Oh
What do you hear? I think I'm coming down with something. I think I'm going to retire early, but I can do some healing up.
Can I do a heal check to see if he has? I mean, it's reasonable that he would have been exposed.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Physician,
Okay.
heal thyself.
by that
We
measure,
know-
all you guys have been exposed now. If
Yeah.
Darcel has it.
So, all right, Darsal, how are you feeling? Let's find out.
Well, my
you look
throat's a little-
He looks
Yeah.
fine.
Doesn't have a fever. You've noticed him. He's done this a couple times.
A heal check.
Okay, so Rampa takes a look and he sees the beginning of a pock, just on the lower neck, below his beard.
I'll back off a couple steps after holding my breath and say, I think you've got it. You need to heal yourself or get somebody to help you because I think you're coming down with the bad stuff. Some sort of pox for sure.
By Jove, I think you've got it.
Well,
Shoot. Well, can I do a restoration on myself?
Absolutely. You haven't lost any ability points yet. Do you have any removed diseases yet left?
Let's see what's in my lineup here. Yeah. I've got, well, what I do carry with me is a full restoration.
Okay. So what the way diseases work is there's an onset time.
Yeah, that's right. I could do a remove disease, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
there's kind of a latency to it. I won't check everybody else for disease until the morning. So we'll do that. But you're pretty sure that you're getting sick. You haven't. You might get better on your own. Like you might wake up and pass your fortitude save, and then you're good to go.
Okay, but if I fail my fortitude save,
Yeah.
well,
You lose abilities.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, then I should do the remove disease tonight.
If you have one, I would try it.
Yep.
If I have one.
Do as much
still-
healing as we can so we're all set for the morning.
yep. I have 4 more attempts that'll just get reset in
Yeah.
the morning, so I might as well use them. When you do,
Meanwhile, Ratatouille's
used up.
still gut shot and bleeding. He's bleeding out here, man. This is the most hurt Ratatouille's ever been.
Yes.
Did Darko already heal him or no?
No, not yet.
Okay, so let me clear this.
By the way, Ratatouille, I don't know if you watched last week's or 2 weeks ago, but that the pit saved the day.
Oh, really? I gotta watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about
The
that.
pit saved the day. The bad guy fell back into the pit, couldn't get out.
Oh, okay.
The The bad guy, Ralph, got away. He teleported out.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that.
No, not right now. It's coming. Pretty soon you guys will be able to do something about it.
So if you guys see in the Discord, cheese now looks like that image.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
I took improve familiar.
Alexis kind of looks at Ratatouille, not sure where it's appropriate to touch him without, like, sending the wrong message. But, yeah, after hesitating a little bit, she's like, you look injured, and Darcel seems busy. It's okay, I can be his aid. And it gives you a little bit of healing. Hopefully that's helpful. If you happen to be fatigued, you are not fatigued. And if you happen to be diseased, I get to make a roll. Yay!
Okay, so Darcel, you're it's one.
Yeah, I know. Trying to clear the targets. It's still showing Ratatouille as my target, which I don't want.
It's okay.
Really, I want myself anyways. Yeah.
Yep.
Really
That's okay.
Myself. That's a little weird.
You can leave it at Ratatouille. I imagine you're going to probably want to heal him afterwards anyway. So.
Yeah. What the hell? So then I'll throw a here. Yeah. Since it's before bedtime, I'll throw a pure moderate at him.
I'm not convinced that 11 went to Ratatouille.
I don't think it did because I don't know if you had him targeted.
I didn't at the time, so
Okay, there we go.
yeah, we can get that. Give him those 11 plus whatever Darcel's given him.
Yep,
No
excellent.
matter.
There we go. You're good. All right, and
Thank you.
Darcel, do your caster level check to see if you beat the dreaded Scourge of Bloodvale.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can clear the targets and.
If you cure this up tonight, I'm gonna forego any other checks to see if anybody else picked it up from you.
Why can I not clear the targets?
Probably because there's no minis or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't take the target off the combat tracker.
Yeah. So just a roll of d20 plus 7. And you gotta beat a 9. You just roll a d20 actually. We know it's plus 7. Ooh. Do you have any more?
Do I what?
Do you have any more?
Any more?
Remove diseases.
No. I guess I can do. I guess rightly today I can only do 2, and I did restoration earlier and remove disease. I know remove disease is 3rd level.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I
Mims?
can do another remove disease.
Okay. If you can do another remove disease, you can go ahead. Try it again.
Okay.
Just a caster level check. That's okay. I know what you're doing it at you. Oh, that's a D12. Oh, that's Alendro. Oh, Alendro. Oh, barbarian, huh? How you doing, Dan?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, thanks. I thought Darcel was handicapping himself. Like, I can do this with a D12. All right.
Well, he could have.
So, disease is cured. I imagine you guys get to bed. Anything else that you want to do before I hit the old?
Good. I'm tired. It was late night.
Yeah, let's do an overnight rest.
To be honest,
We'll find out who's
I
really sick.
Yeah.
think when I leveled, I cleared everything, so I wasn't sure what I'd used during the day. I didn't want to game break it.
That's okay. You guys are fine. You guys have the resources amongst yourselves to, like, Mims has got like three 3 or 4 third level spells too. So, and remove diseases on that list as well. So, like between the lot of you, you should be able to do it about 10 times during the day.
Yeah, we're almost immune. Yeah.
Almost.
Don't say that.
The let's put the ones back on. So you wake
It's
up.
hard to get up at sunrise. We want to go to bed at 1:30.
Yeah. I'll let you away with it. I don't think it's going to affect a young I mean, if old fat Rick can do it, then I'm sure young healthy Alexis can do it. Have a late night and then get up early in the morning and be
I
unaffected.
could always, if it becomes necessary mechanically, I could lay hands on myself and remove the fatigue. So.
Yeah. So I'm not going to push it like that. Like I say, if I personally can do it, then it shouldn't be an issue. So up in the morning, your bill at the Dewdrop Inn is ready unless you want to extend it for another day. Or do you want to try more modest lodging?
How much?
It's it's 3 gold pieces a day for your room, the continental breakfast, and the lodging for your mounts.
Yeah, just keep paying.
Okay.
3 gold, right?
3 gold.
Done.
And Oric says, of course, you guys are taking care of this, right? It says it's not coming out of my salary.
Sure.
Okay.
Take care of it.
Per person, 3 gold.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's an expensive place. It's worth it though. There's no rabble. There's no. Nobody
Right,
seems
I
to be
paid for him,
sick.
too.
Okay.
Took 6 gold off me. Okay.
You better have a good loyalty program.
He
We have
appreciates.
so far.
I need my points.
He appreciates it. The party sheet has a bunch of items in it for sale. I want you guys to grab stuff out of it that you want to keep. And then let's sell the rest. The reason being, you might not get many opportunities to find merchants and stuff like that after a certain point. I just want you to be able to take advantage of this right now.
There we are.
Can I buy scrolls or stuff to make scrolls?
Yeah, you can. There's still a shop that's open near the academy. It's called the I think it's called the Gilded Orrery.
Clean them out.
Specializes in magic items and texts in support of conjuring. The Gilded Orrery also stocks a wide selection of other magical wares and books of arcane lore. And that is the let's go back to the ping on the board here. Is right here.
Yeah. We have a lot of money, right?
The party sheet has a lot of money. By the time you divide it by 7, it dwindles pretty quick. It's about 200 and something each. There's some items that are worth a bit. Let's just go through them quickly. +1 chain shirt. Does anybody need that?
No.
+1 mithril rapier.
Ooh.
Somebody should take that because it's good against weird creatures.
And mithril also, it's for silver. Yep, for sure. An alchemist's lab. I think there's a weight of 40 pounds that goes along with that.
I'll keep it in my house.
Keep it in your house. All right. Keep it stashed away. All right. Let's see. Anything else that might be Book of Diseases and Plagues. It's going to give you a +2 circumstance bonus on this one here in particular.
Nobody wants this stuff? There's some good shit in here.
Well,
Yes.
we're getting down to it. I was about to say, let's keep that. Whether
Yeah, for sure.
one of us- yeah, it's for that bonus on the cure disease.
Anybody
If I
with a
carry it or
crossbow?
someone else carries it, it's fine.
All right. Dust of Disappearance.
So who's carrying it? Just to know if I have to drag it over or not.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Dust of disappearance.
Yeah, it makes you
Maybe for one of
invisible.
the sneakers.
It's
Either
not.
Ratatouille or Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't think it's greater invisibility. It's just invisibility. No, it is.
So,
It is greater invisibility. Dust
Ah,
of-
then Alejandro.
Yeah, definitely.
greater invisibility for 2d6 rounds.
Yeah. Because he
Dust
can
of
attack while he's
disappearance.
invisible.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Dust of disappearance. Put that on your sheet.
Drag it over to your inventory.
I thought I did. Sorry.
The Elixir of Vision. Plus 10 competence bonus to perception check for 1 hour.
We should keep it. It's just a matter of who
Okay.
Yeah.
who has the best perception.
I think it might be either you or Rampa or let's see here.
I'm 11.
Alendro problem.
I don't know if it is Alendro.
Well, the skill tab will tell us.
It's a
Yeah,
wisdom.
skill tell. Yeah,
It might even be Darsal.
Alendro's shooting a 13. Darcel's a 10. Mims is a 12.
No,
Well,
it's
yeah.
Alendro then, because I'm at 11.
I'm our wisest person. This is scary.
No. Perception.
Perception. Yeah.
You were wise enough to put ranks in it anyway.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I think everybody wants the handy haversack.
Yeah, exactly. Who hasn't gotten anything yet? Mims, Alexis,
I don't need the I don't need the handy haversack though.
Sasha.
If you have a handy
Yeah.
haversack, so somebody else take one.
Okay.
I have a bag of holding, so I'm fine.
Okay.
I guess
Go
I'll roll
off.
for it then.
Yeah, for sure.
There's my roll. God dang it, it didn't work.
What are you rolling for it?
I figured. There,
Nice.
8. She doesn't necessarily want it. Let the dice determine.
Destroyed. Oh.
So whoever got the 17 has first take if they want it.
Take my weight problems completely away.
There you go. The hybridization funnel is definitely right up Ratatouille's alley, I think. Safely mix 2 alchemical splash items into a single flask.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want the potion of invisibility too, just in case you get yourself into trouble. You can.
Well, the advantage of this one is
I'll
that
use the scroll.
oh, the potion. Yeah, maybe the potion. Yeah.
Or any of the more magic-y, softer types, because that's a good way to get yourself out of trouble. If you
Yeah, like maybe Mims or somebody who's not super stealthy, but still maybe able to come along on a scouting trip because they're not super.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
or gets flanked by something big and can't get away, so just gulp here.
Yeah, if you draws
Is
it.
that we're talking potion of invisibility?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of potions there too. There's endurance,
I'll take
blur,
invisibility.
cure moderate wounds, invisibility, lesser restoration, shield of faith.
Hold it on.
There's also a ring of swimming.
We should give that to somebody who has low swimming abilities.
Who's our heaviest
That probably
swimmer?
sounds like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It may very well. My swim is plus 10.
By -2.
Yeah, there it is.
You're
Gagnon.
not a swimmer. You're a sinker.
It is not letting me pull that off.
Like water.
It's not dragging it right onto your sheet.
Yeah,
Try
it's
dragging
not-
the red dot.
Yeah,
the red dot.
yeah, it's the red. Not the
That's
number.
what
It's
I-
always the little symbol off to the right.
Yeah, it does. There it goes. Okay. I was trying to pull and drag it. It was being a butt.
So who uses a crossbow? Because a repeating crossbow is nice.
Yeah, they're not magic or anything, but they are.
No. But and they've got some poison bolts as well.
Medium spider venom.
Yeah, I could use that. Carry a light crossbow.
Well, the nice thing about the repeating one is you can shoot it. If you have multiple attacks, you can shoot it multiple times.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend an action to reload it until he fired, what is it, 5 shots or whatever it is.
Sure, you convinced me. Now, leave
We'll take one and we
behind.
can sell the other 4.
Is it okay if I take the potion of blur as well?
Yeah, absolutely. And I want you to
Go
take
ahead.
the talking stick as well, Mims. That was
Talking stick.
Thousand
Very thematic.
Bones wanted you to have that. That was his
Talking stick.
that was his grandson's talking stick.
One of you should take the potion of lesser restoration too, and the shield of faith.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of good potions in there.
Yeah.
And there's a silver dagger for somebody else. If you're not taking the rapier, you want a silver
There's a
weapon.
wand of cure mods in there too.
Yeah, Wand of Cure Mod and a Wand of Spiritual Weapon.
Mm.
Spiritual Weapon would be good for Mims or Darcel.
Yeah, I believe I one of Cure Moderate.
So is the spiritual weapon going to be the bite when I'm in Dragonfire?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. As long as it's on your list. I might not be a druid spell.
It's not a druid spell.
Okay, so it's just Darcel then. Darcel or let me look and see what other ones it is.
Would it be on Alexis's list?
The
I don't
wand.
think so. I was just
I can
looking.
I can also use the wand of moderate.
Well, yeah, so can I.
Yeah, I could
yeah.
use the wand, but I mean, if
It's
Somebody
take
take
immediately.
the one, the spiritual weapon. That's
that's
kinda cool.
that's right up your alley. That's for
Yep.
you. Inquisitors,
Yes, that
shamans,
one.
and clerics.
Mhm.
Okay. Cure moderate wounds.
I think I have one right now. Yeah,
Well, the
I have a
wand-
mod and
Wand
a
of
serious.
34
No, they're
charges.
talking about the wand.
Yeah, whoever takes a wand should be somebody who can get to somebody in combat to use it.
Do you want me to take both bear potions?
Sure.
Or just
2
the
bear
one?
potions.
Potions of bear endurance.
Yeah, if there's two, grab one or grab them both.
I just didn't know if somebody else wanted one.
Yeah, I think if somebody wants, we're at that point now where if anybody wants anything on there, just go in and grab it.
Okay.
And in the next couple minutes, I'll sell the remaining.
Yeah, take them both because if we need a boost for somebody who has to have a fort save for a disease, we can always borrow them or spread them around.
Yeah.
There's 2 potions of cure moderate.
Uh,
I
does,
have 2 potions of cure moderate myself right now.
Does Van Casterkin still have cure potion on him?
No, he gave. He's got one cure moderate,
Okay.
and he took the silver dagger. If you guys weren't gonna do anything with it,
Okay, I'll give him one of the cure moderate. Who else is looking for a potion of cure moderate?
I have one already.
Do you have 2?
Actually, no, I have potion of cure serious. Oh no, I have one potion of cure moderate. I have one serious, one light, one moderate.
I'll take another moderate. That's fine. We have a paladin that can heal himself. I've got 2 moderates. I think our paladin has cure moderate wounds as well. Do you not?
I have Cure Light, Cure Serious, and a Wand of Cure Light with 49 charges. Plus
there you
random
go.
healing abilities. So,
Okay.
Alexis,
Yeah,
if
you'll be
you're
all
going
right.
to help others and yourself, please take what you need.
All right. Silver Sheen. If you haven't got a silver weapon, you can put Silver Sheen on it, and it will do. It lasts for a combat
yeah.
or so.
I don't think I want to put that in my mouth.
No, you don't.
Alexis, do you have a?
Oh, what a
silver
smile!
weapon?
I gotta tell you.
I do
Sparkling.
not have a silver weapon, but I have a method of bypassing damage resistance.
Yeah.
So, others should take it first. If it's left over, I'll take it.
Okay. I have a silver weapon.
All right. If you guys don't mind, Auric will take a potion of Shield of Faith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who picked up the one? Somebody take that one to cure light. Don't let it sit there.
This
Yeah.
is,
Cure Mod.
Okay,
well, I
mod,
mean, if
sorry.
no one wants it, I'll grab it. But
Yeah, grab it up.
Think,
It's probably decent. It's actually decent if
I
you.
mean,
If you're going to be in
Yeah,
combat,
and-
either you or Rampa.
Yeah, you can just kind of tap yourself with it if you need to, or tap somebody else with it.
Yeah.
It's probably better if somebody other than us, because it's a standard action to use it.
Right.
If somebody
Well,
heals us,
also
we can still
spreading
fight.
it around too, so that everybody has some way to heal instead of
Yep.
piling it on one or two people.
Yeah, that's true too.
I had a massive question and it went oof.
It's
Broken blade, masterwork component. What does that mean?
that was a it's a curious but broken knife with a key-shaped blade. The broken blade itself is sufficient quality to count as the masterwork component for forging a dagger, and is thus worth 300 gold pieces.
Okay. Sell that. Unless somebody needs it.
So what have we got still? Change church. No, that's good. Nobody wants the poison bolts.
I
Any of us?
You took your hand the crossbow. You might as well take the bolts.
taken 20 of them.
Sure.
Yeah, there's 70 of them.
Yeah,
Mithril hip
there were
flask.
100 to start out with.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't use it.
For potions, or is that for?
It's just worth 400 gold pieces.
Take another one.
Oh,
Nobody else is using a crossbow, right? So we'll sell the other 3.
If you poured a potion in it, I imagine you wouldn't have to worry about it breaking.
Does Alandril take the elixir of vision?
so if you drink something out of a mithril container, does it have an aftertaste?
It does. It's a little tinny.
You feel a little lighter.
It's like the old Coke cans before they put the liner in it.
When they still had the coke in it?
Yeah,
Drinking
it
a
still had the
Coke out of-
cocaine in it.
Yes.
Drinking a Coke
Good
out
old
of a
days.
glass bottle tastes better.
And that's
I'm
why.
not wrong. It's just a fact.
It is absolutely true. All right. So there is a couple other things I can see on here. Potion to cure moderate wounds. Anybody? Van Caskerkin will grab it. All right. Lesser restoration. Somebody should grab it.
Yep. Probably someone who can't restore on their own.
All right. And I think
We got all the potions taken care of.
potions. Yep.
Anybody want the other silver sheen? Oh, and let's.
We'll grab it.
You-
Because
Oh, yeah, I'll take one, yeah.
Yeah. Take it.
I'm going to grab the sustaining spoon. Anybody can have it that wants it. I'll give it back to them. But we need to take that just in case we end up with a situation with no food.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's happened before
Uh-huh.
in my
I can
campaign.
actually make it better so that we don't have to worry about food, technically, as long as I have a 4th level spell slot.
I wouldn't know anything about entering a cave with no food.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Oh, you're in the middle of the city.
Strange.
How are we going to
Who
not?
would do that?
Why would we think we wouldn't be able to get back out?
So, Darcel, did you take that silver sheen?
Yeah, I took one.
Take them both.
Sure, why not? Nobody else wants it.
All right.
We needed it later.
Go for it.
And
I
you
think
said
that's
you're
good.
taking Auric is taking the silver dagger.
Yeah, he's got one. There's still another one on there.
Okay. I have a dagger. I'll replace it.
Yeah, there you go. Get yourself a
I
silver.
don't see myself using it as my first weapon, but you never know.
You never know.
It's right.
Yeah.
You never know.
You get disarmed and
Or it needs-
Vermin repellent.
It needs to be silver, so now it's not. There we go. It is coming.
Auric Van
We'll put
Caskerkin took a vermin repellent. Vile smelling white paste keeps vermin at bay if spread upon the skin. Normal sized fine vermin avoid you. Swarms of vermin must make a DC 15 fortitude save in order to enter your square. Once applied, the vermin repellent remains effective for 4 hours, or until you spend 1 round washing it off.
And somebody want to take the Blackadder poison? There's 4 doses for putting on your weapon.
All right.
And the
Yeah, I don't
poison
know.
bolts. Randy, you're going to take the poison bolts, right? You took one. There's 70 of them there. There's 60 more.
Yeah, I'm carrying 20. Well, shoot, I'll take one more. Have an even 30.
Yeah, I just don't think anybody else uses crossbows.
Yeah, or poisoned. All right, let's sell it up and then divide what we have. There we go. Everybody, 572 gold pieces. So there is,
And it's 10 to 1, yeah? From
yeah,
gold to plat.
yeah. Platinum is 10 times gold. So there is 63 gold pieces and 2 coppers. If I take that off, that'll buy you 2 weeks in the inn. If you want to prepay
After
for
what we paid.
Yeah.
After we paid tonight.
after today.
I'll take the prepay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You get the long staying lodging special. You get special towels made for your horses with their names embroidered in them.
Like it.
Again,
I think it's just a stall.
I'll be back.
Giving Sundetzer his towel, he's like, oh, when am I getting in the action?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, is he getting like hoof polish and a nice, shoulder massage?
Yeah, he's getting the whole deal.
Treat him well. Gotta treat him well.
All right. So the next day. So hanging things that were out there. You guys were looking at. Cressida Kroft had told you about what had been going on since the actual death of the king. She told you that there was a quote-unquote plague ship that got sunk in the Jeggare River 3 days ago.
Oh, yeah.
There was a young woman that was brought in for questioning regarding the death of the king, and that Varric and his team were responsible for rounding her up, and that before she was finished questioning this young woman, she had a pretty decent idea that didn't seem like she was responsible, but a group of plate armored and red plumed warrior maidens bearing a writ from the queen herself. They're calling themselves the Grey Maidens. Came and claimed up the woman and took her off to the castle for further questioning. The other hanging things were, of course, Lavinia from the letters, the third weird sister, the Avalexi, the succubus. There is Rolf Lamb, who had escaped to Eel's End to collect his lady friend Jolastina, who worked at a brothel there as a dominatrix, and then they since disappeared into Old Korvosa. You've got the disease itself. So there's a lot of things going on. I don't know which way you guys want to focus your attentions.
Well, we talked about checking out the ship in the harbor.
It's actually in the river.
Sorry, river. Yeah.
Let me, if I bring up the map.
Sunk, right?
It was sunk by the catapults and trebuchets along the wall. Let me get rid of all these.
So we are planning to go towards the water.
It was in this general area here in the Jeggare River. Let me do a somewhere around in here.
Yep. Yeah, you were going to memorize water breathing to give us all about 2 hours.
Yeah, I kind of have. Yeah, I'm seeing which ones would be the best to give. Because there's a couple of options.
Yeah, I think it's 2 hours per level divided by how many people are using it.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that. That's the formula.
Yeah, 2 hours per level divided by people.
Darcel,
If I can memorize that, there's also. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Air
No.
bubble.
Yeah, air bubble's good.
And then there's Aboleth Lung if I really need to, but it's not the best one.
Darcel's also got freedom of movement available to him now. I'll give you a quick rundown on the rules of underwater combat. If you want to see here. Reference of underwater combat. If you have freedom of movement on, there's no penalty to slashing or bludgeoning damage, piercing. Your movement's normal. You can't be off balance. If you have an actual swim speed, you're at -2 on your attacks for slashing or bludgeoning. Piercing is normal. Movement's normal. Off balance is normal. If you make a swim check, -2 to slashing, and your damage is halved. Slashing or bludgeoning. Piercing is normal, and your movement is either a quarter or a half. If you're underground or underwater and you have firm footing as opposed to being swimming, it's -2 with half damage for slashing or bludgeoning. Normal for piercing. Your movement's half, and you can't be off balance. And then if you don't have like a swim speed, or you're not standing below, or you didn't make a swim check, you can get kind of tossed around. And it's -2 on slashing and bludgeoning to attack with half damage, and half damage on piercing with -2. So there's a lot of penalties and a lot of burdens to your movement and stuff like that if you don't have freedom of movement or a good swim skill. Non-magical fire does not burn underwater. Spells or spell-like descriptions with the fire descriptor are ineffective underwater unless the caster makes a caster level check and the DC is 20 plus the spell level. If the check succeeds, the spell creates a bubble of steam and its usual fiery effect, but otherwise the spell works as described. Supernatural fire is ineffective underwater unless its description states otherwise. And the surface of the water, if you're above it, blocks line of effect for anything below it, and vice versa. And then underwater spell casting. Casting spells while submerged can be difficult if you cannot breathe water. But assuming everyone would be able to breathe water before you went, I don't think we need to do that. So play it accordingly.
Alexis,
Yes.
are you bringing Sundancer?
For underwater
No,
combat?
water
no,
horse.
Yes.
I'm serious. I
He's a
bring
water horse.
Sundancer.
The seahorse.
Yeah. Apparently Sundance has some abilities I'm unaware of.
I have Sea Steed. Bring Sundancer.
Okay. Well, the boat is outside of town, right?
It's if you look on the map here, it was sunk in this general area, in the deepest part of the Jeggare River.
And how are we getting out there?
I don't know.
Rent a boat.
I have an idea, but I don't know if you like it.
I'll let you guys plan for a minute. I'm gonna use the loo, and I'll be right back.
So what does Sea Steed do to Sundancer?
Sea Steed. 10 minutes per level, so 70 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Target adapts to life in the water, gaining piscine scales and covers its body with growing fins in place of feet. Gains the aquatic subtype, the amphibious quality, and the swim speed equal to its base move speed before it came under the effect of the spell. While under the effects of the spell, the target's base speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
If we rope onto him, I'm pretty sure Sundancer can drag us around underwater.
Yeah.
Or
So-
I can summon Hippocampi to help.
Alexis
But-
asked Sundancer, "Do you want to stay in the stables?" And he goes, "Nay." He's coming with us. It has an intelligence of 6, which is 4 better than a normal horse. So,
Because I can do water breathing for 2 hours divided among us for those that don't need, for others that need it. I'm gonna make.
I'll need it for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will.
I'll need it.
So I'll
well,
take that twice.
if
then.
we're going to take a boat out there, we probably want at least somebody stale on the boat. And I think like Oric would be that person.
Yeah,
maybe.
Oric
Yeah.
and Tender will probably stay on the boat. I'm not.
Yeah.
Tender can't do underwater, and if I do the horse, if I do Sundancer, I can't do Tender.
Right. Well, so Sundancer's a pretty beefy horse, so combat will be helpful to have him, especially if
Yeah.
he's
So 1,
aquatic
2, 3,
by nature in that
5,
time.
6, 7. Does Sushi need to breathe?
You mean
Uh,
underwater?
Yeah, I don't know if Sushi needs to breathe underwater.
Why do I not? Oh, there it is. Boom. Let's find out.
Let me look what she has.
So his speed is 50 normally. So having a
So he'll
speed
go
of
40 underwater.
which is faster than any of us move on land. So okay.
Yeah,
Now, does he
This-
get a swim speed? Is
yeah, his
okay.
movement becomes his swim speed.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
with
So if
ropes and
I'm-
stuff,
if
we can
I'm-
like connect.
If I'm mounted on a seahorse, can I do like horse type maneuvers? Like, can I charge with my lance underwater like I was on land? And
I
it's the
don't
same
know.
with the yeah.
With freedom of movement, maybe, but
But
'Cause,
because the horse is gaining a swim speed.
Yeah, the
he has a
horse
swim
is the
speed, then
one
he probably
moving.
can. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're doing this. Yes. What is a potion of water breathing? That would be expensive, right?
Probably.
It's not a first level spell, isn't it? I'm not looking at it. I don't have it memorized. So
I don't think it's first level, though. I think you're right.
yeah, I think it's second, but I'm not confident enough to say that for certain.
Third.
Potion's not going to last long.
Third. A potion of water breathing would cost you.
A lot, yeah.
Hang on. Not necessarily. 150 maybe. Maybe
Well,
375.
Well, let's just say
750.
Alexis thinking about this, and
It's
someone
a-
who doesn't swim very often, right? Okay, Mims, this is in character discussion. Okay, Mims, if you make us breathe underwater, and it times out, and we're underwater when it times out, how much time do I have to get my head above water before I start drowning?
Well, I can cast it again as long as we're close to each other.
Mhm.
But other than that, she tilts her head. I have a couple of things we can do, but
That'd
will
be the only
probably
reason why I
fairly
want the
quick.
backup potion. If I just
Probably
like
fairly
suddenly start like not breathing well, like I'll have that thing as a backup, But if it's like, I can't remember what level it is, therefore I can't remember the cost. If someone could just tell me what that number is.
Oric says, I'm a decent swimmer. I could probably hold my breath for about a minute or two if I need to.
So that's based on Constitution, if I remember right.
Yeah, and he's stripping his armor off as you guys are prepping.
no,
Says
we want him to stay with the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was
We're gonna have a
going.
boat up him in above the water, right?
I was
Yeah,
going to
what-
go in.
Yeah. Well, having you with the boat is actually more important than having you with us down below.
All right. Well, still, I'm going to go without. I'm a decent swimmer on my own, so yeah, I'll go without the armor.
Well, that makes sense. If you feel the need, you have to dive in after us. You'll be ready
Yeah,
to do
for
that.
sure.
And Tender's going to sit on the boat with you because he doesn't like water.
You guys can play cards.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Tender's going to talk at him, and he's going to have no idea what's going on.
He
let's
Oric
try it.
has
Let's
in
see what
his
happens.
Oric
Yeah,
has in
this
his
is
in his bag. He has a one piece old 1930s swimming outfit.
So, that's awesome. Comparing the duration of what you're going to do with Sundancer and the breathing, I assume that Sundancer is going to be...
Sundancer's is going to be a seahorse longer than we will breathe.
Okay, well then if Alexis has trouble breathing, she goes, all right, Sundancer, let's go up. And he goes up, and we're good.
Yeah.
So,
But we're going to have to at least connect to Sundancer via ropes.
yep. Well,
Because otherwise it'll... Yeah. Because then Sundancer will still be able to, move 40 feet around? Yeah.
Speed is 50, so if it's minus 10, yeah, his speed underwater will be 40. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean he has to go 40. He can go slower, but
No, but
Yeah.
going 40 would probably be better than not.
yeah.
How many 4th level spells does Darcel have?
2.
2. Freedom of movement lasts for 10 minutes per level, so that'd be 70 minutes, and allows you absolute, as the title would indicate, freedom of movement underwater. So you don't have to worry about making swim speeds. You just move your movement right.
Did we figure out if Sushi needed to breathe?
She'll need help.
Okay. That's why I was leaving Tender on the boat, because it's... Since I'm dividing 2 hours between the group.
I think it's
Unless
2
somebody
hours
else
per
has some-
level.
Is it 2 hours per level?
Yeah, let me... I'm pretty sure
2
it's
hours
2
per
hours.
level. Okay, yes. All right, that's better.
2 hours per
per
level divided by how many people touched.
So 2 hours times 7 is
So
14
14
divided by-
hours divided by...
So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we should have more than enough time. I'm just not bringing Tender down.
You can bring all 14 of you and go for an hour each.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we'll bring Gordon Gecko and
Fine.
everybody's coming.
Because
don't-
Sundancer
Yeah.
won't need it.
Yeah,
You gotta
'cause
hit cheese. You gotta hit cheese.
Get the new cheese.
8, 9. Yeah. So cheese is coming then.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Cheese looks
5,
at you and
6,
goes, "Of course I'm coming."
10.
2, 4, 6,
Yeah,
7,
cheese
8,
be coming.
9.
I'm
Divided
asking
by
seriously.
10,
I
11,
think Ravens could, isn't it?
12,
14.
13.
So that's
You know what?
5 hours a pop.
If we get the new cheese in there, that'll be 14 people. That'll be exactly 1 hour each.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
We got a
bring
soccer team.
And Sundancer won't need it.
Right.
Okay, yeah, so
2,
Sundancer
4,
won't need it.
6,
Super horsey.
So to buy an extra
6,
10 minutes.
7, 8. So 9 people divided by 14. So I 0.64. Shouldn't
So
have
just
done
over
that.
30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes. 35
Yeah,
minutes,
if
I'll
we're down
call
to
it.
longer than 40 minutes, I'll just have to recast it.
No, like an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh,
Po-
now,
point, 0.64 of an hour is like
yeah.
35 minutes.
0.64, 14 hours, yeah.
No. So you take, there's 9 people. There's 14 divided by 9. So it's 1.55. So an hour and 35 minutes each. Your 7th level caster, it's 2 hours per level, so that's 14 hours. Divided by 9 is 1.55.
Alrighty, let's do this.
Let's get a boat and go.
I'm curious about mounted combat underwater. This will be fantastic.
Does Oric get to go? Fuck. All right. So what are you guys taking out to the river?
Boat. We'll have to rent a boat.
Rent a boat or take freaking Sundancer because Sundancer can go zoom.
Okay, just
Right,
every,
but not everyone can ride Sundancer. Yeah,
No,
Sundancer
rope.
can't ride.
Tie rope around Sundancer and we hold on to the rope.
And he. Okay.
His Sundancer goes zoom and we just float along.
Okay.
That was the whole plan.
Okay, that's not a bad
But
plan.
Alexis is going to ride him like normal, though.
Yeah, and maybe have 2 ropes. You could almost like a sleigh, almost.
There we
Yeah.
go. I'm trying to visualize this, and no matter how you visualize it, it's quirky as hell.
Yeah, we'll bring the marriage cart.
Yeah, let's not in the water.
All right. So it's enough to get dragged out to the middle, and then you start diving down. And does anybody want to leave armor behind? Are we going to do any freedom of movement spells just before we get going here?
No, I'm wearing my armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
take one of these.
Is Oric, is he allowed to come?
If he does come, we'll have to change the breathing time, but Tender is not coming.
Okay, so 14 divided by 10.
Weird.
1.4, so an hour and 25 minutes. So what you can do is...
So we don't have a boat, then. We just did this off a shore?
Yeah. Right off a
We
pier.
waded into the water, and here we go.
Right off of a pier. So, as a for instance, the place where you were, you're checking for Rothlam last night. Eel's End had a bunch of old derelict ships tied off.
Do you want to put everybody on the map so I can cast it real quick? Or everybody
It's
on the
okay.
map and-
We just assume that it's on there. It's cast.
Okay.
Once,
click 'em so they-
yeah.
By the way, Sundancer is trained in swim, so he's a strong swimmer, and now he's a seahorsey.
Okay.
He's out
Now he's water dancer. How about that?
and Sea Steed's out.
Okay, so who else is casting spells before we start?
Elves?
Well, the mage armor.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Fireball.
So out to roughly to the middle of the Jeggare River is ballpark about 500, 600 feet. So Sundancer goes underwater. It's got a swim speed. It's got a bit of drag. So we're going to call that half. And we're going to say it takes about 15 minutes to get out there.
Yeah. So half his underwater speed would now be 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 20 times double movement would be 40 times 240. Yeah, so we'll call it 5 minutes to get out there.
Okay.
By the time everybody casts their spells and gets situated on the rope. So you get out there. I don't know who's going to sink down right away or who's going to what other spells you want to cast. It's pretty murky, the river. You're probably going to need light spells whether you see in the dark or not. Freedom of movement is handy for some things. There's penalties if you're fighting without it.
Since we were planning on doing this all morning, so it's appropriate for our prepared spells to reflect this, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So I made a change to my prepared spells, but I didn't want it to be broken. So.
Yeah, I'm going to say that you guys probably talked about it before you went to bed.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say you dive down. It takes another, say, 10 minutes to find the wreck of the Direption.
How dark is it once we reach the underwater part?
It's dark and it's muddy. It's like a muddy, silty river.
So I'm going to put one of those ever-burning torches in my waist.
Okay.
So I still have a weapon out, but I have light.
All right. So once you locate it, I'll give you some descriptions and such. Let me unlock and navigate this thing here a little bit. Drag everybody onto the map. We'll take those who are not coming along. Shadow Mist, you're out. Gordon Gecko, I think, is out. New Cheese is in. I don't know if we have a mini for New Cheese. We don't
We're
work.
gonna need one because he's like a NPC. Like he can do stuff now.
Okay, do we have a character sheet for him?
I need to make one.
Okay, cool. We'll play it by ear for now, and then we'll once we figure out what the cheese is up to, you can tell me. Let's see here. We are going to send this out. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Is the ever-burning
Tinder.
torch Ramper's using providing enough light for us to effectively see as a group?
Not as a whole group. You're probably going to each want your own light source, if possible. Anybody you can't see in darkness, probably going to want their own light source.
Some of you have dark vision. It probably doesn't matter, but the rest of you, yep.
So what
Although
we're going
if you're
to
close to me, you have low light. That'll give you something.
we're going to get a set of perception checks from everybody, please.
All right.
Perception. Now we go back here.
All right, that's good enough.
Wow.
Guys are rolling. Okay, when you guys finally discover the Direption, which takes about 10 minutes by the time you swim around, and you got to go down about 70 or 80 feet. Pressure's not really an issue in this fantasy setting, but I don't think it'd be at 80 feet. I don't know if pressure would be in real life. I don't think it would be a problem. So you've got... you find that there's obvious scars from fire and trebuchet strikes that mar the ship's hull, which lies on its side in two pieces amid the splinters of its masts. The ship hull is split in two halves over a rock outcropping. Its bow fallen to one side and a larger section of the stern to the other. Two relatively intact interior decks lie within both halves of the ship, along while the bow is sunk in a way that allows you to kind of go over it. The stern section is kind of on a strange angle. Let's see here. Does anybody have profession sailor?
I'm going to go on a limb and say no.
Yeah,
you never know. Let me check Auric. He might have...
So
You're
I'm
not asking
seeing
me to dwarf, are you?
on an all black screen. Is that what everyone else sees?
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
I haven't released the minis yet. I don't want you guys moving around
okay.
quite yet.
Okay, got.
Let's...
That's
You mean that you can't see anything, right?
it's all black.
Perfect.
Like it's dark. Okay,
No, it doesn't
we're
have...
down at the bottom.
Okay, it just got fixed.
Okay.
There we go.
I just cast light.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be useful for Alexis to cast daylight. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm asking. Alexis is asking the group if that's.
Oh,
what they
okay.
want.
Not a big fan of daylight, but do what you like.
Well,
I mean, right now we seem to be okay.
all right. If
Mhm.
visibility becomes an issue, that's an option on the table.
Mhm.
And it's long lasting. It's not like, it's her special ability, supernatural ability, not a spell. So, well, it is technically a spell, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so anybody who doesn't have freedom of movement at this point is making swim checks at this... once they release the rope.
Ooh,
I hadn't
ain't doing
intended
that.
to. I hadn't intended to
I'm-
release the rope. I was gonna hold on.
So with Alexis being mounted to the horse in her military saddle, all she needs to do is kind of like stay tied to the horse.
Yeah,
and the
she just
horse
has to be on there. Yep.
But since Sundancer has a swim speed, is he making checks?
No, not at all. If you have a swim speed, you're good. If you have freedom of movement, you're good. It's a DC 10 swim check because the river's relatively calm.
Yeah. Well, his swim check is 10, so that's automatic.
Yeah, and Oryx is 14 without his armor on.
Mine's 10 as well. I auto-make.
Okay.
I'm holding on to somebody.
Okay.
Or being pulled along by somebody who can swim.
Yep, in the tow.
So I think we concurred that there's 2 ropes leading from Sundancer for people to use. Right?
Yeah.
So there's plenty of opportunity to hold on.
Even a third if you want to stay like in his wake kind of thing, or her wake.
I'm going to do a surge on Sushi. So she's got an enhanced swim, and then she's going to transform into a very large tiger, and I'm just going to ride it.
Okay.
So that way I don't have to do the swim. Sush can do the swim.
Okay.
You know what's
I turn into a water elemental.
There you go.
And I'll carry cheese.
Okay. You can turn into a water elemental?
Am I the only other person that can't swim?
All right.
I'm all grown up.
All right.
All grown up.
You can climb on the back of us. So she's now large. So
I didn't know if, like, Darsal and Rampa, I guess Darsal and Rampa can. Had another thought.
Somebody has the ring of swimming, so that whoever that is.
Yeah, Darsal, you're adding +5 to your swim checks, I think.
Oh, yeah. I'm using freedom of movement. No, I'm not using freedom of movement yet, right?
I don't know. That's what I was asking. Who wanted to cast spells and stuff like that. If you do cast freedom of movement, you don't have to make a swim check. You can just move at your normal rate.
Yeah, okay. So I'll throw that on myself.
Okay. Done and done. Darsal's
So then I'm just holding on to somebody. Whoever wishes to drag me along.
You can ride along on Sush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, either or. So,
Yeah.
She's now a large
Let's go, people.
tiger.
I got 7 minutes.
Let's go.
All right. So as you're kind of like swimming around, you're at the very bottom of the boat. Do you want to swim up and over the side? You did see a rather large hole on the side of the rock that you're on, in the side of the ship, and it didn't look like there was any damage on the far side of the rock that you could get to immediately. You might have to go over to the other side and down through the actual
like to the right
hatches.
side.
Yeah. So to the right side, there's immediate access to inside the ship. So right where Sasha is, you guys can probably see the hole.
Oh, well, let's investigate that.
Okay, so let's get you a description.
How did you enlarge the size of your mini?
Hold down control and then use the mouse wheel.
So we got a yawning wound in the ship's charred timbers allows murky water to flow through this debris-cluttered hold. Loose timbers, small fish, and dozens of identical boxes float eerily in the quiet darkness.
And like the boxes.
All right. Detect magic on the boxes.
Looks like actual just cargo. Cargo and the wreckage.
So we camped down here looking for evidence of like where the plague came from, right? And what kind it was. That's what we're. What else are we looking for specifically?
I'm not sure.
We're asking the group to remind me.
Anything.
Okay.
I mean, like it's steered itself in.
Attack me.
Yeah, Rada, when you're probably invisible in the water, right? If you're a water elemental.
It's just like maybe a little whirlpool type thing.
Yeah, so you're probably not completely evident. You do see a shark swimming around. I'll make it visible. Can you see that where you were? Up top. There you go. He was up here.
Up here somewhere?
Inside the
Inside the boat.
there you go. Now you should be able to see it. No? Maybe hang on a second. I have to remove the there we go. Now if you go up a little bit, you should be able to see it. There we go. You just swam into it.
No, I don't see it.
No? You're on it.
No.
You were just on
I
it.
don't see it. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't see a shark.
No?
No. Is it up another level?
I'm moving it. He's eating ratatouille. Oh my god.
Yummy. Have
I
some
don't
water,
see.
buddy.
I don't see anything
No?
next to Ratatouille. No.
I'll just like swim by it real fast and make a little whirlwind and just
Oh,
trying to get it
now
to
I
leave.
see it.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah. Seems to be swimming around.
I try and get it to leave by just swimming by it fast and
can we intimidate it?
bumping into it.
Doesn't seem to be intimidated.
I want to see the shark. Alexis, let's go see the shark.
Oh, we're here to investigate.
I want to go see the shark.
Why not?
I think Alexis is like, I hope it doesn't come over here and bother us while we're under here. So she's
Where are you?
wanting to.
Go to the right and then up and then over, like a L shape
see.
or a reverse C shape. So come over, then up,
Oh, okay.
and there's the shark.
Yeah.
Okay, so as soon as you guys become visible, the shark becomes agitated and attacks. Doesn't know Ratatouille's there. I mean, eddies of water swimming around and stuff like that. Unless you're actually going to do harm to it and attack it.
No, I can't.
Can,
Can't do elemental. Well, what's the penalty for throwing stuff underwater? It's like your range is half or something, or it's -4.
Yeah, and as an elemental, I don't think you did.
Yeah, I don't have my stuff.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it's minus half range and -2 to hit.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Oh, there's a shark.
I was going to see if it had the intelligence for me to talk to it, but probably doesn't.
How would you determine that?
The speak with I was looking to speak with animals.
God fucking.
The
What'd you do? It says it doesn't make them any more friendly. They may be tense or evasive. It just depends on the stupid ones. May make more inane comments. It depends on if I have an idea of how intelligent a shark would be.
shark would probably be as
worth
shark would be as intelligent as like a squirrel or just any other natural animal.
Okay,
Probably got an intelligence
so-
score of 1.
Yeah, not worth talking to them. I was gonna see if I could make it friendly, but yeah, it's not gonna work.
I have no idea how I did this, but my portrait changed to an alien.
It did too.
I couldn't even begin to tell you how I managed to pull this off.
That's awesome.
All I was trying to do was get Alexis to move with the rest of the group. And that did not work at all. I rolled a natural 1 with a -10 bonus, I guess, because yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There-
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you can help me get her moved onto the horse, that'd be great.
Yeah, it's this map has got everybody like there's a whole bunch of terrain that I wouldn't have put on there. Okay, so let's get initiatives from y'all.
Do you want me to roll separately for
No,
Sun? Okay.
Sundancer
We'll
goes
just
on
go
your
one
turn.
by- Okay, perfect.
But I want to go on his turn.
All right, so you move up. Let's see here. Alendril, you're stuck over there, eh? Are you following everybody else, or are you going someplace else?
No, I'm following everybody else.
Okay.
Did Orig not roll?
Yep, Oric's good. He didn't roll yet, but he's there.
Everybody keeps disappearing. Okay, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, it's the map.
you
It's
were-
because the lights are on and stuff.
Okay, cool.
Oric. We are. There we go. Okay. Looks like this shark's about to get violent. It starts to act in an agitated manner. Alendril, are you able to see said shark? You might not be able to see it from where you are.
Yeah, I can.
All right, excellent.
I think I got it targeted.
If you're using a ranged attack, let's see here. Underwater combat ranged.
Oh no. I'll swim up.
Okay. Let's get a swim check from you.
Okay.
A successful swim check lets a creature move 1/4 of its speed as a move action, or half speed as a full round action. Unless you have a swim speed.
I do not.
Range attacks underwater. Thrown weapons are ineffective, even when launched from hand. Attacks with other ranged weapons, -2 penalty for every 5 feet of water they pass through, in addition to the normal penalties for range. Okay, so you're good to move. You can move your movement if you want to do a double move.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep, that's an open hatch, so you can go out, and you're now outside the ship on the deck, and the shark.
Okay, so
Yeah, the shark is
shark is
below deck.
oh shit. Okay.
No, that's not a bad place to be.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I just can't see anything anymore.
Okay. Would you have for like a light? Let's put a light spell on you. Would you have dark vision or low light?
Yeah, I got a little light vision. Yeah,
low light vision. Okay, let's. Do you want a light spell?
Sure.
Or do you have like sun rod or something like that?
Do I? That's a good question. No, I don't have anything like that. Because I usually don't. I just usually rely on my low light vision.
All right, let's see here. Okay, well you can still see you can see the shark from where, because Rampa has light on him and so does Sushi, so you can see like your low light vision. You can actually see the shark, even though your mini won't be able to.
Okay. Do I keep going in this direction that I am in?
I think that's the limit of your movement.
Okay, that's good for me. Then I'll just pull out my kukri and I'll be ready to attack it if it comes around my way.
Okay, great. Mims.
Is there a way? There's my. Okay, I kind of need somebody else to help get me over there.
So you're riding on the Sush, so.
No, I'm on. I mean, yeah, but I'm ahead of the Sush in turn order, so I have to wait till I get over there.
Could delay your initiative till the turn of
Yeah.
the person to get you there.
Yeah, if I can do that.
Yep.
Because it's just I can't get over there.
Drop down to Sushi's turn.
Yeah.
I'll make it one below.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
No problem. Let's go with Oric. 5. I should 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's using his dagger. I don't have to roll a swim check because he's plus 14. Yeah, let's see here. Underwater combat, I think, because it's a piercing, has a successful swim check, so he attacks normally with a piercing weapon. There we go. Wounds the shark. Oh, I forgot I had power attack on. Okay, Rampa.
Okay, so it's right there. So can I swim a 5-foot step?
No. Because you're... I don't think so. Unless you have, like, freedom of movement. Or,
No,
or a swim speed.
I have neither of those. So I will hit it with a flurry of blows. And a stunning fist.
All right.
There we are. I haven't gone down far enough. Okay. Those hit.
Those both hit.
Okay.
So these are bludgeoning, right?
Yep.
Okay, so bludgeoning does less damage underwater, I think. Underwater combat, bludgeoning, half damage. So it'd be 5. And
That's only 7. That's only 7. It's giving me credit for a power attack of +3, and I'm using a light weapon.
So it should be
that's
7,
actually,
7 total?
Yeah, it should be +6, so it's a 7.
Okay, so that'd be a 3. And the other hit?
Yep. And you need to make so that's a 6 and 9.
Okay, so 3 and 4 is 7. Okay. And he needs to make a fortitude save, correct?
Yep.
The shark does not make the fortitude save.
He is stunned.
Well, that's not good for the shark.
No.
How long for?
I think it's just 2 rounds. Now I'm going to have to look it up. I didn't expect you to fail.
Should always expect me to fail.
Didn't expect the Spanish Inquisition. All right.
See. The shark. Let's see here.
There we go.
Two rounds? Oh, got it. Great. Cool.
Did it say that? 2 rounds?
Did you? Yeah, applied by Rampa. Yeah. 2 rounds.
Well, it must have done it automatically then, because I didn't do anything.
I dragged it over from the effects.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know about the time. We'll go. It'll be dead before 2 rounds comes up anyway.
Well, I hope so.
It's 2/3 dead now anyway.
I'll take my second attack.
I think
No, I won't.
That was your full attack.
No. Flurry of blows is 2 at the first level, and I have a second attack.
Oh, okay. You get a secondary attack. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And no, I don't.
All right.
I think I do. But I only rolled a 2. I don't get anything. Or 3. I'm done.
All right. So the shark lashes out at Auric.
Oh,
it doesn't. It's stunned. That's right.
And Auric appreciates that too.
He does. Ratatouille.
You can't kill Auric. Just face it.
You're gonna have to drag Auric around for the whole campaign. Sasha, sushi.
What did Ratatouille do?
I think he just passed. He's in elemental form.
Doesn't want. Okay. So I will. Gotcha. Understand.
Sushi is swimming, has swim speed because of the
Yep.
evolution surge, so it moves at the normal speed
Mm-hmm.
and attacks once. Here we go.
That is a hit.
Bites into it.
Bludgeoning, piercing,
And-
slashing. That is, I don't think half damage or anything like that. So I think you are good.
That's too bad because she was going to try and trip it.
No, it's quite dead.
I just wondered what trip would do in the water, but okay.
I don't think it does anything.
Yeah, we is done.
Mims, are you going to save the shark? Give me a knowledge religion check if you have knowledge religion.
Who was there?
Shark?
Catholic shark? What's going on?
Mims?
Knowledge religion on the shark?
Yeah.
I don't have religion.
Okay.
I have nature.
Okay, yeah, knowledge nature will
Arcana.
take.
It's like
That's kind of obscure. Yeah. I'm going to say it's a little higher for this one. You notice the behavior of the shark was slightly unusual, but you're not really sure. What would you like to do? It looks like it's Sushi kind of ripped into it pretty good. It doesn't seem like it's going to be. You may be able to save it if you really wanted to, but it's definitely a aquatic predator.
Yeah.
It was shark skin suit.
That's kind of one of those things that she wouldn't necessarily save. It's not like it's a.
Yeah, a cute bunny or something like that.
Well, I mean, even if it, came and defended us or something, she'd save it. But
Yeah, exactly. It was
it's-
getting ready to
It's a
attack.
predator, and it's gonna do what it's gonna do. So, as far as nature's concerned, it's.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to do?
I'm still hanging on to sushi, so no. Because I don't want to bite it since it's already dying.
Okay.
Because it looks like it's kind of listing and.
Yeah, it's done. It's going to bleed out within the next few rounds.
So if it's bleeding out, she might as well quick kill it so it doesn't suffer.
Okay.
Let's see, grab my target button. Yeah, I'm not gonna let it bleed unnecessarily. I hate that it doesn't put my bite on there automatically.
That is a hit. The Mims, the bringer of death. Almost. But the door of one of the aft cabins opens up, and the hideous form of a woman, something. She's got a spear in her hand. She's got wild white hair, long nose, maybe a troll, maybe something, and she shouts out, "A curse on all of you!" And when you look at her, everybody has to make except for Alendra, who's out of visual, has to make a fortitude save of 14 or higher.
Okay.
I don't see her on the map, so that's why I'm confused.
She's right here. Oh,
She looks like a sea troll or something like that. But not with the.
all right. We've
Not
got
with
save. What about Van Kaskerkin?
Add 2 to my roll.
Okay, you're good. 14 is what you need.
And fortitude.
Oh, Ratatouille. Auric. Now we got some failures. Sushi. Jeez. All right. And Mims. Okay. So I'm going to get, let's see here. Oric takes 2 points of strength damage.
Sure.
Mims, a d6 for me, please. 2 points of strength damage for Mims. A d6 Ratatouille. 3 points for you. And the cheese. 1 point for the cheddar. And that's
how close they were. An 11, two 11s, two 13s.
Yep.
Oh, well.
That is the horrific appearance effect of the hag. You guys can make a knowledge. I think it's nature for this one. Yeah, I think it is nature. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a rank.
Ratatouille's heard of these. It's a sea hag.
Well, that's what we did. We saw it.
You get to know 2 things about a Ratatouille. What would you like to know?
Special defenses?
It has spell resistance.
Aye.
And
Special attacks besides this ugly draining strength thing.
okay. Let's see here. Something called the Evil Eye. That is like so many times a day, a sea hag can cast her dire gaze upon a single creature, and the target must make a will save or be staggered as a strange nebulous distress and gnawing sense of impending doom plagues the victim.
Hey, I tell everybody, so I go blah, 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 blah.
Here's the description. Hair like rotten seaweed drapes this ancient witch. Loose algae-colored skin sags off her starved frame. And that's her turn?
Yes. Fresh stark meat if she's starving.
That was her turn. Alexis!
Detect evil. Spend a move Alexis's move action while Sundancer is spending his move action.
All right.
To determine if he's evil enough for Smite Evil to work. And Sundancer's move into here.
Most definitely.
This I don't know what to call it, but between Darcel and the hag, it looks like there's a barrier.
Yeah, that's a set of stairs. I'll open it up.
Okay.
It's a set of stairs that doesn't take up the whole both sides of the hold, so you can go around them. It's kind of in a 3D kind of sort of thing. So,
It's reasonable to
yeah,
poke or reach weapon through it, right?
yeah, absolutely. Like if you're at the bottom, poke it up. If you're at the top, poke it down.
So from here, kind of one more square over. Of course, when I go one square, I lose visibility. When I'm here, I can see her. When I'm here, I cannot.
It's just a stupid way they did the map. Oh, actually, nope. Here it is. There you go. That should do it.
Still didn't work.
Still doesn't work? No. Okay.
Well, let me. Well, maybe I could target it through this.
Let's turn off line of sight. How's that?
Okay, that works.
Okay.
So she's going to activate Detect Evil if that's what her.
Yeah, she detects as evil.
And so Smite Evil is on. I want to get rid of this thing. Be gone, foul creature. So regular attack with the lance. Let's see what that does. Attack.
This is exciting. Here we go.
Is that a hit?
Let's drag it on to Ivica.
I
Says-
targeted her. God, why does this not work?
That's all right.
Now it works. Okay, got it.
That is a hit.
I hit it 3 times and did it on the thing, and it still didn't target. Sorry.
It's okay. So this is full damage. No minuses or anything.
Plus the
Plus-
we'll bypass DR if there is any because it's smite evil,
Yeah, she just has spell resistance, not damage resistance.
and that's I think it did add it. It did add it. Yep. And now Horse does not have smite evil, but he has one attack, and he's being super horsey that he is.
Yep.
He gets one bite, so there you go. But unmodified by magic or anything.
That's a hit. Let's see here.
Go Horse.
Because
It's
it
a
has a swim
bludgeoning
speed,
attack.
I don't think it does anything with the swim speed. I don't think it does anything negative. It's normal damage.
right.
Yep.
Okay, but he has a bludgeoning. Well, no, it says piercing and bludgeoning, the bite. So I don't know if that matters for
It
that.
doesn't matter at all. So put it
Gotcha.
on. Full damage.
You know what? I needed to target it with Sundancers. I didn't do that. So
That's okay.
that was all me. So I
Not a problem.
think that's all she can do.
All right.
And let everybody in the group, he's right here, in case you can't see her.
In case you didn't get to look at her. Darsel! She's right there.
Wow, yeah, and somebody right there. Okay, I'll step in there and I'll take a whack at her with my pickaxe.
Okay. Darsel moving freely beneath the waves. That looks like a hit.
Excellent.
Full damage. Oh. The green blood of the creature, the hag, flows freely in the water.
Yep. Okay, that was fun.
Okay. Aladrill.
Woohoo!
You missed all the
Hitting them
action.
is so much more fun than being hit, right, Randy?
Just keep
Yeah.
walking. 5. Oh, I got to do a roll first.
Yes.
Am I skilled again? We'll find out.
Yes. You're good. So you can move half,
Right,
quarters.
5, 10.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. So, hello.
Oh, I'm going to get you to make a fortitude save for me.
Great. I love those too.
Okay, you're good. And everybody's made their save, so we don't have to do one for another 24 hours.
Isn't that great? Let's do this. Targeted. He's targeted. That's what I feel. Oh, huh? More insulting. Oh, there's a +2 on that, maybe too.
Yeah, and sneak
Actually,
attack.
just call it a wash. Actually, yeah, because I'm gonna. No, I moved. Sorry, that's right. +2 on that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the hits.
Yeah, you see a wounded shark in front of you. You drive your kukri into it, then you realize the shark was pretty much going to be dead anyway.
Oh.
It was already unconscious, but this will kill it. It kills it outright.
Oh, nice.
Takes-
I didn't do it for half damage. Does it do half? Because it's flashing.
It's slashing. That's fine.
Cool. Oh, I gotta increase this too. My sneak damage.
Sneak attack on top of that.
How do I get that to work again on this?
Let's see, where are we here?
Just looks different.
I just noticed that your portrait. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's going to come up. Let's see here. So sneak attack. So if you go down to rogue abilities and then you click the little hourglass, you see the 2d6 precision.
Sorry, go back to combat tracker.
No, we go to. There's different ways to do this. So.
Party sheet. Yeah, it was effects last time. That's where it was, right?
Yep. So under actions.
Yeah.
So what we can do is we can drag it up onto Alandrill on the combat tracker, so you can just turn it on, turn it off.
Okay, I just got add an extra because I get an extra sneak this round.
Okay, so you got an extra sneak. Okay, cool. Let me.
That work? Yeah, sneak attack damage. Okay, perfect. Got that. Thank you.
No problem.
And then take it off. I can just drag it off.
Nope. It should say on, off. If you click on the little effects man, it should, you got it on, skip, or off. Active. Or I also added in the options. If you keep going down, you'll see that little blood drop and then 3d6 precision. You can also just hit that. And that'll damage the creature too. Like so.
Oh.
Or let me just make that 3d6 for you. So do you see what I mean when on the combat tracker there's a little man, there's a green face, then there's a target.
It says effects. Yep.
Yeah. So if you click on that, you open it up, you'll see on. If you click on, yeah, there you go. You can skip it and off. Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect. So Alandril comes around the side, and the shark's still kind of like thrashing. There's a lot of blood in the water, and Alandril just drives his kukri right into the back of the shark, and it just goes limp. Sinks down to the bottom of the floor, which was at one point the side of the ship.
Oh, the commotion about over here. It's just a little fish.
Save the shark meat.
Van Kaskerkin's got his dagger. I was just going to kill it. All right, he's got to make a swim check. No, he doesn't. He's going to pass it automatically. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll get behind Darsel. Rampa.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's a double move for me too.
Okay. Rada.
Where am I?
You are, I think you're under, you're under sushi.
Oh.
There you are.
I see a hag. I don't like it.
What spell are you using to be, is it elemental body?
Yes.
Okay, let's check that out. What can you cast? Can you cast spells in that form?
Yes.
All right, cool.
I have a language and I think if they require material components, I'm screwed.
Okay. Oh, so just verbal and somatic.
Yep.
Cool.
So I'll try this. SR, right?
Yes. Make a caster level check for me. No dice.
That was fun.
The hag's power resists your spell.
All right.
Sasha.
Swim over there. I'm going to move it to the side so that it doesn't. It's actually on top of the group.
Yeah, there's 25 feet of up and down to work with because we're playing in 3D.
So I'll just be up. I don't know, a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
And this way I'm not blocking everything. Bringing Mims along, obviously.
Yep.
Oh, wait, is that okay? Yeah. So, to do.
That is a hit.
Hey,
All right.
that do damage? I didn't really see.
It does complete damage.
Okay. We is done.
Bims.
Okay, she right there. I'm my friend. I wish to numb on her.
Okay. Fire away. There's a hit.
Numb.
Does it have bleed damage on it too? Is that
Yeah, because I got a feat.
okay? So that does bleed damage. Like every round, bleed goes on.
Every time. Yep. It's Byler's Bite.
Okay.
It says, since my bite is an unarmed attack, it bleeds.
Okay. So every round it takes 2 points of damage. Is that correct? Or is it you do it extra every time?
I do an extra every time.
Okay. Cool. All right. So let's see here. We got a plethora of targets, all more viable than the next. So I'm just going to randomly roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That's you, Darsel. Oh.
Oh shit.
Okay, so Claw is a critical hit. And the short spear is a hit. All right, so I'll do the claw first. 13. And the short spear 9. That's a decent bit of damage. You shouldn't be down here, Godsman. Alexis.
The creature did not move from the square it was in. Right?
Did not move.
Okay, because there's a lot going on. It's hard for me to tell.
Yeah.
I think I have him targeted. It says targets Yuvika. That's right.
Yeah, it's the one.
Okay, well, a full round attack. So first attack. Does a 21.
That is a
24.
hit.
Okay, that's that damage. I'm sorry. Can we read? I rolled the scimitar. I was actually using the lance.
Yeah,
Do I
let's
need to re-roll it.
Let's re-roll it.
Re-roll it. Okay, that's fair. Sorry.
It's okay. No, not the.
Right.
Yeah, you still hit. That's
Okay.
fine.
That's the real damage with the lance.
Okay, it still would have been enough to bring her down.
Okay, just to make sure.
Add helpless. That's still a hit. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
All right.
kill her. Kill her
Poke.
outright. So let's go right to the gear. She's got some magic stuff. The short spear is magic, and the she's got a wand on her as well. Wand of Cure Light Wounds. So let's see here.
Off of that. Sorry, that was to my cat, not you guys. Sorry.
So let's see here. Cruise quarters. So what I'm going to do, just to kind of expedite things a little bit, is we're going to... There's one more encounter, but it's even more trivial than this one was. So I'm going to give you the experience points for it, and then we're going to move on. The crew quarters. So this is where we were. Several hammocks drift in the murky water, strung between the beams in this room. The room swirls with a haze of gore, fish heads, and half-eaten eels chumming the circling waters. As in the hold, there's no evidence of any bodies or personnel belongings can be found in this room, suggesting the ship had no crew when it went down. Just her actual treasure, which is a magic wand, which is cure light wounds or cure moderate wounds, 18 charges, and a +1 short spear. Let me see here. Don't know if there's any experience point. Yeah, it is. Says okay, and then XP. There we go. And you check out this area of the hold, And you get to the captain's cabin, which is, I think Sasha's already found it. Outside. Yeah, that one there that you can see through. The captain's cabin is, the door to the captain's cabin is swollen shut, requiring a successful DC 20 check. So sooner or later, someone's going to open that. That's not going to be a problem. You get it open. Along with a few other bits of ruined furnishings, the tattered sheets of a canopy bed twist like ghosts above the snapped wooden bed frame. Knotted amid the linens, a drowned man idly floats in the room's murky waters. A closed footlocker sits on its side at the far end of the room. I don't think there's any real threats in here. You check it out. Okay. You pop it open in a hurry. You get in there. You do your quickly check.
Crowbar.
Yeah. There is
magic on that.
Yeah, for sure. There is magic in the room. There is the man, the human. He's got like a holy symbol, and the holy symbol, I think, is a moth. Let me double check that one. Give me a religion check if you want.
I'll take 10, 25.
Okay, yeah, it's a fairly common. It's a fly with wings that is also shaped like a skull. That is the god of disease and pestilence, Urgathoa. That very same symbol is sewn into a +2 cloak of resistance.
Ding, 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 ding.
And the unholy symbol is made of silver, and it's worth a bit of money, so I'll drag that into the party sheet. There's also there's the matter of the chest, and let me just check one other thing here.
I'll ask Elendril to find out if it's trapped while we all leave the room.
Okay.
Thanks for the confidence.
I do what I can.
Can you give me a perception check?
Yep, just in the process of doing that.
All right.
See, it's not trapped.
I
It's
will
totally fine.
also give you a perception check, but you don't have to rely on me.
Doesn't seem like it's trapped or anything like that. It is definitely locked.
I will pick it then.
The guy had a key on him. You don't need to pick it if you don't want to.
Okay, fine.
You can if you do though.
He picks it with the key.
Yeah, I take the... There we go.
Okay.
Boom.
All right, you open it up. Okay, so as soon as you open it up, you can tell that it was watertight.
Okay.
You've broken the seal. Water floods in.
All right. Okay.
So let's see here. The footlocker contains a pouch containing 50 platinum pieces and 38 gold pieces. Anybody have the profession tailor skill?
Alas, no.
No. Okay. Well,
Shockingly.
that little tidbit will have to be okay. And also in there is a book, and the water rushing in is probably damaging the book. It's exquisitely illuminated and bound in black silk and velvet over darkwood covers.
Let's shove it in the haversack to get it out of the water quickly.
Okay. It's soaked through though.
Well, would mend work on that later on?
I don't know. It's given a price for if it's water damaged, as well as undamaged. So I'll leave it unidentified for now.
Fair, because we can't look at it. We're just throwing it in the back.
Throwing it in the pack. Okay. All right. Then we have also, in addition to that, if you go around to check out the other side of the ship, there was like a whole bunch of eels, silt eels that weren't any difficulty in dispatching, so I'll just throw them in the party sheet for your experience points. And I think I am missing one thing here. Let me just find out where it is. Shattered hold. Where was the captain's quarters? Crew's quarters. Getting a good bit of lag here. There we go. Okay, and let's see here. There is one other item in here that you're going to find it. I don't know where it is exactly here. Let's see here. It is a chest that has a... It's basically crafted out of skulls. So let's see, where the hell is it? They made a big deal out of this, and now they don't have it included in the text.
Oh, it's the best.
That's awesome. Crew's quarters, creature treasure.
Maybe you need to read ahead.
I did. Let me look for it in the actual adventure. Let's see, under Part 2 Outbreak. The Wreck of the Direption. Here we go. Where is it? Maybe they changed it. The chest has a bunch of silver pieces in it, and divided up into 50 silver piece pouches. And the maybe it's not on the ship. Okay. Doesn't look like it's on the ship. If you guys did find something else, I will include it with your treasure.
Sounds good.
I thought this was maybe my mistake. They did make a big deal about this one item that I thought was here, but apparently it is not. So, the rest of the make sure it's not like tucked in on somebody's sheet or something like that. Kind of. Yeah. Okay. I don't see it. So. All right. Let's experience points, and you guys. The whole mission itself probably takes about an hour and a half by the time you search the ship thoroughly, go out, come back, all that stuff. It does look like there was some Ergothoan elements. And then when you get back to someplace safe, you can check out the book. The book was called, and you can use mend. What does mending do precisely if you have it?
Let's pull it up. It does hit point. Where is it? Okay. Spell repairs damaged objects, restoring D4 hit points to the object. If the object has the broken condition, the condition is removed. If the object is restored to at least half its original, it's restored if it's half the hit points. Let's see. Magic items can be repaired by the spell, but must have a caster level equal to or higher than the object. Magic items that are destroyed at 0 hit points or less can be repaired with the spell. This spell does not restore their magic abilities. Spell does not affect creatures. Spell has no effect on objects that have been warped or otherwise transmuted.
Okay.
But it can still repair damage done to such items.
Okay. So we're going to say that it's got the lesser value, but you still learn what it is. It's the unholy text of Ergothoa. It's called Serving Your Hunger. This book is exquisitely illuminated and bound in black silk and velvet over dark wood covers, yet its pages are ancient and fragile. The book is worth 1,500 gold pieces. It was. Any non-evil church in Korvosa will pay this price in a bounty to return the book, which the clergy will then either archive or destroy. If the footlocker is open while underwater, the book's contents are ruined and its value drops to 500. If the book makes it to the surface undamaged, you can peruse its contents. Text is largely presented as a combination of prayer book and cookbook for the preparation of various humanoids as meals, but also serves as a primer for taking a conciliatory approach to dealing with undead and for the transformation of oneself into undead. And that's it.
Cool. Anyone hungry?
Depends. Human wings sauce in there?
Famished. So, let's see here.
Human Wellington. Nice puff pastry dough around it.
All right, let's... So, I'm assuming that at some point you're going to probably want a form Cressida Kroft of the Ergothoan element aboard the ship.
Yes, is that the tie to the disease in the town then?
Well, Ergothoa, I think, is... Let me just give the... is the Varisian goddess of physical excess, disease, and the undead. She is mostly worshipped by dark necromancers, the undead, and those wishing to become undead. Sometimes those who live gluttonous lifestyles make supplication to her, as do those suffering from a serious illness. I don't know if I have anything...
Captain's body look like it had a serious illness?
Does not. It did not. It looks like he made a sacrifice of himself.
Oh. To kick off an effect in the town?
You don't see anything here that would indicate there's anything that would have been possible for him to do under the waves.
No, but I'm guessing he did it above and they destroyed the ship and it sunk. Did he complete a ritual as he was coming in?
It doesn't look like there's any ritual, nothing to indicate there was anything like that, other than he was just steering the ship in. And why he would lock himself in the cabin is beyond you. And go down with the ship. You don't have any insight into that.
No diaries, no ship's logs.
No.
Captain's log. Take.
Can we bring his body to the surface, and when someone is ready, do a speak with dead, or is nobody able to do that?
Is anybody able to do that? Speak with dead?
It's not something that's normally in what Alexis can do, but she has heard of clerics having this ability. But I don't know if that's something that we want to pursue or not.
Third level
Examine
cleric
to see
spell.
if there's any pustules or anything on the body that appear to be there.
None. No, he seems healthy. Not injured.
Maybe got scared by the hag.
I kind of think the sea hag set up shop later.
That's quite possible too.
Yeah, I think so too, unfortunately.
Seems obvious the ship is tied to the plague, but how it got off the ship and on the shore. There's no indications of another passenger or bed or
There's hammocks.
belongings.
There's hammocks.
Yeah, but you said there was no bodies.
No bodies, no belongings.
So, other than the captain's belongings, was there anything else, like a lady's dress somewhere?
No.
Maybe
no,
not.
nothing
Was the
like
ship
that.
scuttled?
It wasn't scuttled.
Oh,
It was shot down from the walls by the city.
Okay.
Because it was flying the flag or flying
Right.
a lantern of plague
Flag,
and wouldn't comply.
That's right.
Are the lifeboats all there?
I don't think there is any lifeboats on this one.
Just trying to see if the
Somebody
people
else
that were
would have
on
gotten
board
free.
set out to sea.
It's possible somebody may be on board before they got into the river and made their way to the city. That's possible.
But there's no
Before
no
there's nothing to
trunks,
indicate.
no luggage,
No.
no nothing. Are there hammocks slung?
Yeah, there's
Below-
hammocks slung,
below
but
decks.
there doesn't look like there's any like trunks or anything for anybody. He wouldn't have been able to sail the whole ship by himself. The ship is it's not from here, obviously, and on your way, you guys had to stop off at a port in Nidal, and you recognize the flag. The ship is from Nidal. So it's a long way to go just by yourself. Other than that, you don't have any other clues. If anybody was here, they took all their stuff with them. If there was a group of people who had crewed the ship up to a certain point.
Really weird.
Missing any lifeboats?
Like I say, these ships probably didn't have lifeboats.
Wow.
There isn't any lifeboats around here, so it's possible that they came to shore elsewhere.
Is there any mechanical, like winches or anything that might indicate that there was something released from the boat?
I don't know what the old-timey boats would have had that kind of stuff.
Me neither.
They
Probably
probably
just dropped it off the side and said,
Yeah.
get in.
Yeah, that's possible. If they had them, even. Some of them probably didn't even have them. Although I think a lot of times they would take them just so they could row with the ship behind it, just in case it got becalmed. But it's a big ship, so you would expect there would be people, but there isn't. And therein lies the clue.
And no indications of summoned creatures that might have been crewing the ship.
No. Like, you think that if there was any crew, they took absolutely everything with them, and they might even be in the city they might be responsible for this. It's possible. If they're all Ergothoan. Why the captain would sacrifice himself like this, you don't know.
Well, let's ask him.
Take his body out?
Yeah.
I can make him dead, but I can't speak with him afterwards.
Well, we'll find somebody.
Ratatouille can animate him.
I can speak with him, but he won't be very responsive.
Like I said, Ratatouille can animate him as a zombie, and he can walk along with you.
Yeah.
You
Probably
put
have him say
put it-
that for him. Yeah.
Put a cloak on him, and you're not carrying a dead body around, right?
It's the wow effects there. I like it.
Yep.
I think Ratatouille can animate him, or maybe he just control him if he was animated.
All right, Rat, can you animate him? Are you the mute rat?
To make him dance like Briller.
You've lost the rat.
All right. Who's gonna?
Well, we'll either take the body back or he'll be animated, whichever way we're going to get him back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, taking it back to the Citadel.
Well, once we get him out of the water, let's take another look at him, make sure he's not carrying any marks. I know we looked at him before and didn't see anything, but it's good to be cautious.
Yeah.
You know, not bringing somebody who's got a disease into
Who has the plague?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be a plague bearer.
It's just a precaution. I know that we already did it. Safety.
Yep, a good idea.
Yep, does not appear to be a plague bearer.
All right.
All right, so it's
with
go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna pounce now. I think.
Okay. Alrighty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a quick scene. So let's say you spend the afternoon. I think you have to, let's see here, speak with dead. So this is an unwilling creature. This is a fanatical zealot that is trying to preserve its secrets at all cost. So in all your questioning, you get one word that he lets slip. It's just Andasain. Sounds like a name. You're not sure what it is, what it means.
Oh, it's gotta be knowledge nobility.
Okay, fire away.
I know I'm being silly, but I'm gonna roll it. Just
You could, yeah. I mean, maybe there is a King Andasain somewhere, or
if I can find it.
or Queen, or
Looking at my horse, why is there no knowledge? Yeah.
Sundancer. Tell me of this
Probably
corpse.
better. It's like, yes, my studies of knowledge nobility. Nay.
All right.
I don't have that
think
knowledge.
Yeah.
I have
I only have one
planes,
right there.
engineering, and dungeoneering.
All right.
Ratatouille, do you know anything about the nobility?
What was that?
Knowledge nobility?
No, yes, I have everything.
I thought you did.
All right. So you're going to spend some time on this and go over it. And meanwhile, you're doing this, I'm assuming, at the Citadel?
Yep.
Okay.
That's where we went back to, as far as I know.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Okay. So sometime mid to late afternoon, a runner comes up and says, starts talking to Cressida Kroft, and she looks pretty concerned. So she comes over to you as you're kind of like puzzling things out about this corpse and stuff like that, and she says, seems the Queen has decided the fate of the murderer of her husband. Apparently is to be an execution at sundown. I'm going to gather myself, and if you want, I can head over to the Domina Square with you outside of the castle. I'd like to see this for myself.
Okay.
And the way we could get in and figure out what's going on ahead of time.
I wouldn't recommend it. The castle's extremely heavily guarded.
Is it a public spectacle or is it just
It's a public spectacle, yeah. People are all abuzz. So you've got about an hour or so before.
Yeah, I feel like this is something that we should probably at least be present for.
Yeah.
It is, I mean, it will take away from our investigation time for what we're trying to do.
Yeah, but if that new queen is somehow at the root of this, we need to prioritize that. We can always stuff this guy into a box and under the ground for a bit, then pull him up later.
Okay. Put him away in the storeroom.
Yeah.
Sew him up in a body bag. Yep.
What's her name again? The person we've been interacting with?
Cressida Kroft.
Yes. Unless it asked. Is there a way we can accompany you to view the execution?
Absolutely. If you would, I would feel better with you by my side. I'm not sure what this Queen Ileosa has planned.
Okay. Well, then Alexis would gladly go by her side to view this. If the party wants to go as a party, that's great. But at least it'd be temporary, and then we can regroup afterwards.
You guys can all go together, yeah, for sure. Unless you want to spread out and do other things.
We'll be the big posse.
Yeah.
All right, so on the, just gonna play this like a cutscene, kind of like a theater of the mind, but this is the castle. Where is it? Right there, and this area here is the Domina Square. You can see the at the bottom of the castle itself. There is a like an erected headsman execution area. There's like a chopping block, and there's a whole bunch of guards. There's like a litany of guards all the way around the whole area, so the public can only get so close. But there's a bunch of people gathered, common people. Further back is a lot more like nobility. They seem to be treating it like a bit of a party. It's the stunning sort of entertainment for today, and they're going back and forth. They're talking to one another. They don't seem too concerned about what is about to happen. But you get the vibe that this execution is an affair not to be missed. There's a bunch of people wearing like garish gowns and fine capes, enough jewels to blind the common citizen. There's a bunch of they're setting up their own little shop, like far enough back away from the unwashed rabble that they're having their own little. It's almost like tailgate parties. But 20-25 minutes go by, and the sun's starting to come down, and Cressida Kroft, somewhere near the back, just kind of she's got a cloak up over her head. She's doesn't really want everyone to know that she's actually there to witness the execution or what's going on, but she's kind of like far enough away from everybody that she doesn't make herself too conspicuous. And Queen Ileosa emerges amid a grand flourish of pomp as heralds announce her arrival with a fanfare of music and drums. She's fully accepted the mantle of sole monarch now and carries herself with poise and style and grace. She wears a green and white silk dress. She's attended by a small army of striking guards. These guards are all, they look, even from the distance, it's specifically crafted plate mail armor that accentuates the female form of the guards who are in it. They have plumed, full-face helmets, large shields and swords and bows. These are probably the air quotes gray maidens that Cressida Kroft had talked about. There's probably like 20 or 30 of them around. Chief among them is like her new bodyguard, which is standing right beside her in a resplendent set of full plate armor. There's also others like kind of like milling around. Other people from the castle, maybe staff members. You're not really sure who's who. The queen takes her seat, and she's way up on the side of the Grand Mastaba, so high above the proceedings. She's got a high throne, like chair. The guillotine's set just below. The executioner is a towering, muscular man wearing an executioner's hood and idly holding an immense axe. Whispers ripple throughout the assemblage, admiring comments of the queen's attire, predictions regarding how the traitor will comport herself once the speculations of her accusations have been doled out. Drums beat. The gawkers fall silent. The drum sets the pace for a procession. A bunch of these red and plate mail clad guards. They lead this young woman, usually a young blonde woman, kind of like a mousy kind of haircut. She's got her hands tied, and they lead her out to the execution block. They put a hood over her head, and then the queen stands up and gets ready to speak. Crowd goes silent. Fellow Korvosans, and you can hear her voice just trumpets above the crowd, almost as if it's magically enhanced. You have suffered greatly these past few weeks. Homes have burned, family members have died, and fortunes have been lost. I feel your suffering, for not only have I lost a beloved husband, but with each act of anarchy that followed, my heart bled more. This has been a trying time for us, yet the torment is at an end. Before you is the source of your anguish and pain. Do not be deceived by this murderer's timid nature. She's a black-hearted assassin. I offer you her death as a salve against the hatred and hurt you have suffered. And so, without further delay, let us usher in this new dawn with justice. Off with the head! Alexis?
I did a sense motive, see if what I feel about her speech and the nature of what's going on here. Like, is this a kangaroo court kind of deal? Or is
kind
it
of,
actual...
kind of get the vibe that it is.
So Alexis will ask the ladies. I'm sorry, her name is hard for me to say.
Cressida.
Cressida. Is this how this business is normally conducted here?
No, this is highly unusual.
So, can I cast a few spells and do something?
Sure.
Can I unfetter? Number one, unfetter Sush.
Okay.
Do a surge on her so that she grows wings. Actually, does she have wings? He may have wings already. Look. Flight. Yeah, she has wings. Cast invisibility, and she'll just fly in there and grab her and fly away.
Okay, so as you're doing that, somebody shouts. Yet just before the executioner forces Trini into the guillotine, a man cries out in pain as a hurled dagger embeds itself in the back of his hand. So Sushi's just flying in. As the executioner's grip on Trinia falters, a cry echoes out throughout the crowded courtyard. So Sushi's just about to swoop in, and the cry is, "By the gods, it's Blackjack!" And an instant later, a man dressed in a hooded cloak and a black mask springs up to Trinia's side. Using a dagger, he cuts the bonds on Trinia's wrist and then throws the same dagger down to pin the executioner's left foot to the wooden platform. He then turns to address the shocked crowd. Yes, indeed, my queen. Let us usher in justice. But let that justice be for Korvosa, not this shambles you call a monarchy. Long live Korvosa, down with the queen. Anybody want to do anything? So Sushi flies in. What does Sushi do invisibly?
Sushi veers away.
Okay.
No need. Actually, is the queen somebody we could abscond?
I don't think so.
Okay.
She is surrounded by, and you're probably
veer off.
Yeah, you're a couple hundred feet away from her, and or Sushi's a couple hundred feet away from her, and
I'm casting a spell on myself and it's going to change the dynamics of the area around me.
Okay.
Mim's cloud shapes herself, and now there is a 30-foot gaseous cloud that just spreads out over the crowd.
Okay. Anybody else got any of?
How far are we from this, the pedestal or the elevated area where the person was about to be executed?
I'd say like 100 feet, maybe 200 feet.
It would take time to get down there.
Kind of, yeah. And there's like crowds of like common folk in between that are like everyone's. Some people are getting kind of pushing up against the guards, and the guards are pushing back.
What is the read of the crowd over this?
Yeah, they're cheering for Blackjack.
Okay, is that a knowledge local for like a Zorro type character that everyone would know who this is?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone would have heard about this. Anybody been to Korvosa? Knowledge local?
Yeah, Alexis would not have. I don't think there's any way she would know this, but maybe someone else might. I want to pay attention to where they go, because I mean it's clear he would have an escape plan.
Yeah.
Not just stay there where he's at. So kind of like anticipate and follow where they're going.
Okay.
Like how they're trying to leave.
Definitely.
And but I do want to ask: is this theater, or was this supposed to be an execution? I mean, are we watching a show here?
It looked like it was supposed to be an execution. It's hard to say though. Like, if anybody has like knowledge local,
Alexis, like, is this figure that we're watching?
Yeah, I'll take 10, 25.
Okay. Yeah, you might have heard stories about a vigilante type figure who delivers justice to the undertrodden in Korvosa, goes by the name of Blackjack. But it's like one of those folk stories where 100 years ago Blackjack did this, and then 150 years ago Blackjack did this, and which in a fantasy world isn't all that out of the question, but it seems like every generation has their own Blackjack stories. The words caused the crowd to erupt into action. Some demand that he release the assassin, while other calls for the queen's resignation. There's some pushing back and forth. The queen stands stunned for a few moments, whispers something to the guard, and then they quickly hustle her back into the castle. The guards start moving towards where Blackjack and the woman that he rescued, which you know from what Cressida Kroft told you, her name was Trinia. And he used the same thing that he swung in on. He swings back up, so he's on a high wall, and he kind of doffs his cap to the crowd, and then him and Trinia both drink a potion, and now you can see the hood's off, and they both leap to the other side of the wall, to the other part of the city. And you guys now can follow them if you want. The
Yes.
people who are able to, like Sushi, and maybe Ratatouille. I don't know what kind of spells you have for today.
Elemental body. I'll be an air elemental.
Okay, and Mims can definitely give a follow.
Yeah.
After the jump down and the run, they go invisible for a bit, and you pick up the trail somewhere north of the academy as they become visible again. And they go north into Old Korvosa, and they come up to a looks like a fencing school. It is called the Orsini Fencing Academy.
So the rest of us were able to follow on to that point too.
Yeah, you can keep in contact with one another with like message spells and stuff like that.
I'm a fluffy cloud.
Yeah, it's beyond the walls of like Old Korvosa. The up in this area here. Let's get the old pinger out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the Orsini Fencing Academy. And there's like a whole bunch of buildings that are fairly familiar to you there. There is the Arcona Palace, which is up here. There's a military academy over there.
Are there guards pursuing?
No. Once he's made his escape, you guys are pretty much the only ones who are able to keep up.
Okay.
And just for funnies, just because this is Dan's character icon, this is how Blackjack looks.
Blackjack.
So it's identical. I think that's the figure that he used.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until I was just looking at it today. And we'll pick it up there next week.
Dan is Blackjack?
He is. You've been looking around. You said
No wonder
Yes,
Alan
I-
left early. He left early so he could don his blackjack outfit.
I know Aladrill and Blackjack have never been in the same room together at the same time.
Yep.
Oh, dear.
By the
So
gods.
we have an idea of where they've head, and that's where we're going.
Yeah. It's the Orsini Academy. It's a
Yeah.
fencing school.
I think we're good for next week. It's the week afterward.
Yeah,
Oh,
next
that's right.
next week we're on. The week after we're going to take off.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
All right, we'll see you in a week. And Tim, Dan, enjoy the basketball.
Certainly will do. Thank you very much.
Yep. You guys take care.
I do have one question, though.
Fire away.
Where do we check our experience now? The main drag used to have a little paddle. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, still up there.
It's down a different spot. Okay.
Should have been about
I'm good.
1,000 or so today, I think. Got him.
Oh, no,
both.
we're a long way from the next level. I just didn't know where it was.
Yeah, it's the same spot.
Okay. I just remembered it as being at the same line as the name, not on the same line as the class. But that could have been confusing with all the new colors.
Yeah, maybe.
But I like the layout. It's good.
Yeah, well, basically, this is normally what it. I mean, the different colors and stuff like that. But if I didn't have any, whatever they call those things that you add on to the room, extensions. Yeah, if I didn't have any extensions up, the room would be fairly blank like this already. I think I had the Pathfinder one up, which is why it looked like it did, the special lettering and stuff like that.
Oh, this is good.
All right.
Okay. Talk to you in a couple weeks.
Yep. See you in a couple weeks.
All right. Right on.
Night, everybody.
Oh,
Good night.
confused.